buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.JewelleryMaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we're always making improvements to give you a better shopping experience. We've recently upgraded our website to make it more user-friendly and easier to navigate around. We now have the guest checkout function, which allows customers to check out quickly without creating an account. Our homepage now informs you with what's currently live on the show, recently aired items, and today's deal of the day. We've improved our website navigation and added new categories to help customers quickly find the products they want. Our online range is growing fast with over 7,000 products available for you to purchase. And don't miss out on hundreds of brand new clearance lines with more added every week. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Late, Granny. I got into a right kerfuffle. I did. This huge wolf came at me, and I tell you what, he wasn't in a very good mood. Anyway, we sorted it out. It's fine now. Hello and welcome to our spectacular evening. My name is Rebecca Little Red Riding Hood. Oh no, Rebecca Little Redican Riding Hood. That works. It's lovely to be with you this evening on All Hallows Eve. We have got some really special deals today, and none of them are going to scare you at all. In particular, as I have an under £10 hour. Yep, we are going to bring you so many fantastical deals today. I've got precious metal, I've got gemstones. In fact, coming up as my deal of the day, no, not deal of the day, my today's must-have, this beautiful strand of multicoloured pearls. It's a strand I've not actually seen myself before. It's absolutely beautiful. It's kind of got a bit more texture than you might normally imagine for your natural multicoloured pearls. It's beautiful. That's going to be coming up for you in about 2 hours, as well as all of that, should I say. I've got the most incredible Sleeping Beauty turquoise coming up in the final hour. But before all of that, I'm going to be bringing to you some sterling silver as well. By the way, we have opened some things up for pre-order, which you can now grab on JewelleryMaker.com or via the phone. 3 strands of amethyst. We're taking it to a never-before-seen low price. $34.95 has been the lowest price it's been seen. We're taking that and throwing it out of the window to bring you something extra special. And it really is a special selection of strands. If I say to you, guess the location, what are you going to be guessing? Because I imagine probably only about 20% of you would be right. Purely because you do not expect this amount of colour and that style of colour, should I say, and that amount of clarity from this location. It's actually from Brazil, and we're going to be bringing that to you lowest ever price point. Under £10 hour, anyone? All right, go on then. Okay. We are going to start off. Where are we starting, Wayne? not Wayne, Ross. Ross is my producer this evening. Hello, everybody, he says. Hello, hello, hello. Where do you want to start, love? Let's start with green onyx. Don't mind if I do. Let's start with something a little bit ghoulish. Although it's not actually that ghoulish, is it? When you look at it like this, I mean, I suppose you think of green as kind of a Halloween-y colour, but when I'm looking at this, I kind of think spring or even Christmas. Because yes, Christmas, I think on the 1st of November, that's when Christmas starts. What I've got for you here is that beautiful rich green. It's so, so pretty, and it's got that inner glow. Your graphics are about to come live, which means you can now purchase this. There your graphics are. You can now come on in and grab this. You've got 90 full carats worth in this entire strand. So that's a big amount of gemstone, and we are in our under £10 hour, so we're going to be giving you so many deals, so many discounts in this hour. We're going to squeeze in as many as we can. £4.95. Usually today is not a usual day, it's All Hallows Eve, and therefore we're going to give you a spectacular deal. Even lower right now, £4.95. Nope, not today. We're rolling it down. That's the noise of it rolling down. Like a tombola. Oh, you still love a tombola. £3.95 you've got on the deal on this one today. Go on, tombolas. I do love a tombola. I really like a tombola. Do you know what? We should go back bingo again. Yeah, we haven't been in a while, have we, Kerry? Yeah, I love a tombola, me. Really, really do. Anyway, tombola, it's a little bit of luck, isn't it? Don't take a chance on missing out on this. At £3.95. You can join us by getting us at 0800 644 655. And do not forget, tomorrow it's happy birthday mid-show. I'm so excited. I'm joining you tomorrow for the 5th birthday. Can you believe it's 5 already? I mean, that just seems loop-de-loo to me. Is it these ones, Ross? Are they these ones, my love? Oh, way up. Dropping them all about. A boot? I don't know where that came from. It's these ones, right. Let me show you these. You're getting a few of them. You're getting enough to do 3 bracelets or 3 necklaces, or you've also got enough there if you wanted to use 6 tassels, because you've got plenty going on in here. Now, what you may or may not know is that these are perfect for giving you really professional finish. So what you've got is the opportunity here to put maybe the tassels you get on our strands. You know what I mean? Like this. I'd use 2 actually. Here we go. Under a £5, another one. This is your under £10 hour. I'd actually get 2 of these tassels because you get 2 on a strand, and that could be a really cute little bag charm, couldn't it? And you get them for free on the end of some of your strands anyway, don't you? Grab 2 of them in, and there you go, beautiful. Just glue them into place. Or of course you can use them as end caps, can't you? As you might with, say, your kumihimo, or even some styles of seed beads. And if you get a tubular seed bead and you want to just make sure that it's not going to go anywhere, then you've got the opportunity. Big aperture on these ones as well, which means if you've got big makes, then you're sorted with this, aren't you? £3.95 for you. Do not forget, I've got some sterling silver coming up actually. First I'll buy these lovely fluted bales. Do feel free to text us in tonight. I would like your spooky jokes, or your Halloween facts. I heard today that if you see a spider on Halloween, it's said to represent a loved one being nearby. Isn't that nice? Because otherwise, I heard that today as I had a fellow spider in my car with me. A fellow spider. Ah, yes, my dad's a human and my mother was a spider, actually, yeah. Not true, obviously. Let's get started with Jewellery Maker DVD. Don't mind if we do. Do you know what, this is really cool if you've been with us for years and years and years, because when you first joined us, you may well have missed out on a DVD, or you may well not have got the more revised version of the DVD. So here it is, your opportunity to grab it right now. I think it's really nice to go back to school, as it were, when it comes to jewellery making. So on this DVD, you're going to get loads and loads. It says here that this DVD will guide you through everything you need to know to get started with Jewellery Maker. So you're going to get taught all of the following things. It talks to you about essential tools, your essential findings, your threads and binding materials, tells you how to make earrings, bracelet, necklace, and how to get involved with Jewellery Maker. Yes, let's do it! £1, £1. That's 100 pennies. You ready? There you go, it's coming up. It shouldn't be a pound, that's why the arrows are in. The pound sign is about to align. £1 for you today. This is going to be a really cool gift if you're thinking of doing like a bundle for someone, maybe for Christmas or just a birthday coming up. So what you could do is you could get them this, give them some of your threaded materials that you've probably got meters and meters worth of, grab them a little bit of a toolkit, and then maybe grab a few strands for today. For example, the amethyst bundle would be really cool because everyone knows amethyst, don't they? And they're rounds and they're in different sizes, so that could be really cool. Oh, and a findings pack you'll need as well, pretty much, won't you? But that's it. What a cool little bundle you'll be able to give to someone, and you know, they might be able to start on a new journey. Because to me, there's no better gift than sort of giving knowledge and giving education. I think that's, you know, I studied education at university, and there's something that I absolutely love and adore about kind of passing on knowledge and you know, helping people grow and actually maybe even find a passion. Because let's face it, jewellery making is a really cool hobby, isn't it? It's fun. A lot of us will find it quite therapeutic. It's great that we can save money when we're giving gifts to people. So what a great gift to give to someone. And for £1, you're not exactly breaking the bank, are you? Just give it a go, give it a try. And also quite nice maybe to refresh you on things. If you've dropped off recently with jewellery making, do make sure you're checking your baskets out, says me producer Ross, who's in with us today. There is a few of you on the phone lines. We will be with you ASAP. And don't forget, you can join us on JewelleryMaker.com, and you can download the app. Ooh, modern. So do feel free. There is something very modern about downloading an app, isn't there? I mean, I was in a restaurant the other day, downloaded the restaurant app on their free Wi-Fi. I'm not made of money. And yeah, got like a 40% off voucher. It was brilliant. I'll tell you what, there, I've got loads of points at that place. Half a chicken's worth. Half a chicken's worth I've got for that place. That wasn't the place, I've had that up for ages. Anyway, £1 for you today. Yes, can I also tell you, in this hour, you've actually got a beautiful rose quartz coming up. Brilliant cut, very, very, very pretty. But I've lost it. I don't know where it's gone now. Where have you gone? Where have you gone, my little friend? Here you go. Hiding. This is whopping. This is the end of the hour. It looks like the most impressive sort of kunzite. It's beautiful, very pretty indeed. Look at that glow. Guess the carat weight. Yeah, you guessed it. 6 full carats in 1 stone. Look at that glow. Oh, it's like an aura, isn't it? It's beautiful. Beads next. Which ones, love? Sorry. Teal. Oh, these are so cool. I've never brought these to you before. Gosh, they're bigger than I thought. Oh, they feel beautiful. Okay, so ceramics. It's a really sort of high-end skill. I actually watched a documentary once, because I don't live too far away from Stoke-on-Trent, and as you may well know, Stoke has the potteries. It's got a very, very famous sort of set of potteries, and if you watch, is it BBC? They do the pottery throwdown, don't they? They do a lot of filming there. But yeah, I watched a documentary about it, and it's absolutely painstaking work, working with porcelain. Porcelain! Has that stayed in one piece, Ryan?
Yes.
Now that's pretty incredible. Were that a plate, obviously that wouldn't happen. These are very, very sturdy indeed, and that's because we've kept them so 3D. The skill and workmanship that goes into creating something like this is very, well, it's not necessarily a losing art, but it is definitely something that, you know, Great Britain used to sort of thrive on, didn't it? Sort of the potteries, you think of Wedgwood examples. Actually, these aren't a million miles away from that of Wedgwood colours that I would expect. £3.95 for you. You have got another one under £5. This is our under £10 hour for you today. Okay, we're going to give you a 1 minute clock now. Reason being, I'm going to do a price drop. Once that price drop comes in, you're going to get 1 minute to win it. You ready? Warning. Now, let's get ready. Let's get raring. Price drop's coming in. Once the price drops, you'll get 1 minute to win it. 0800 644 is the last of stock, I will let you know. Everybody pays the final closing price, remember, £2.95. I genuinely think that's astonishing. When you look at the gorgeous glaze on this, it's so beautiful. It's a really pretty glaze that you have with these. And I don't know exactly how this glaze has been completed, but I do know when you're doing pottery and things like that, you will work with often dry ingredients, and you can kind of use anything really to colour your clays. But yeah, it's something often that when you put a glaze on, you will paint it on, it will be one colour, and then as soon as that ferocious heat hits, it will actually alter its colour. So you've got this gorgeous cobalt blue running through here, as well as sort of turquoisey hues. Actually, I have got a turquoise Sleeping Beauty coming up for you in the final hour of this evening's show. Don't forget your £3.95 postage and packaging. If you've already bought some, make the most of it. It doesn't matter if you buy one thing from us, you pay £3.95 postage packaging. If you buy 101 things from us, you still only pay £3.95. 5 seconds left, and then we do have to move on, so grab it whilst you can. Well done all. I really like those nice little tassels, I think. Cool. Let's do some blue Jasper. Oh. Well, I never. How much does this look like a Sodalite? If it were a Sodalite, it wouldn't be under £10, not on your Nelly. Graduation on here. So you've got a lovely graduated size. So you're going from dainty and delicate 5mm. I'll just show you in comparison actually. Dainty and delicate 5mm all the way up to a whopper of a 12mm. This is the type of strand I love if you want something very quick and easy and elegant to make. Because all you really need to do is pop a spacer or a little gemstone in between each of these, alternate, and then put a clasp on the back, and you are done and dusted, sorted. If you wanted to take, let's say 4 off one end, you could actually have 2 in each ear, do yourself a set of earrings as well. Oh no, Ross, you've made a mistake. That's not under £10. It's not where we're staying. We're bringing it to you today at under £10. It should be £10.95. It has been £10.95. You've loved it at £10.95, but not today. You ready for it? Here we go. Oh, really? Ross has just said, this still isn't your price, Bex. This still isn't your price. This is the price it has closed at. We've enjoyed it at this price. Today, though, we're getting you ready. You may well have avoided being dragged out into the cold by youngsters. Therefore, you are already winning this evening, aren't you, really? You're in, you're snuggly. Why not treat yourself to some goodies? Treat yourself. It's trick or treat. The youngsters are getting all the sweeties. Treat yourself to a sweetie of jewellery. Oh my gosh, that so almost worked. You've got £8.95 usually. We're doing another price drop. Let's do it. Doesn't it like Sodalite, don't you think? It's gorgeous, isn't it? Totally natural. £6.95 is this evening's closing spooktacular. Do make the most of this whilst you can, because we do not get to see strands like this. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a strand like this before. I think it's absolutely divine. I love the qualities of it. I think it's just beautiful. I really, really appreciate that graduation is so delicate and gentle. It's not like we've done 5mm and then, whoa, here's a 10mm. You know, we've brought to you this delicacy, and then it just slightly steps up by what looks to be sort of a millimetre, and then slightly again, and then you kind of get to that central focal gemstone. Big personality on this, but almost like a cloudy sky, don't you think? Almost like a cloudy, hazy sky in the morning, possibly, that you're getting here. Really beautiful uniqueness. Well done to you all. £6.95 closing deal on that one. Okie pokely. How's it? I remind you, I've got the fluted bales coming up soon. Let me give you a show of one, actually, if I may. Delicate and dainty, solid sterling silver. Very pretty. Oh. Says 925 over the top of it, which is cool. Because that way you don't have to sort of blow your own flute, if you know what I mean. Oh, gosh, Kerry, you were on that. Could you sense that? That proves that we're friends and have worked together for a very long time. That you just sense the naff joke coming. Anyway, gosh, I sounded a bit like Mickey Mouse then. Anyway, I'm moving on. Black agate now in perfect rounds. Very nice for the deep dark evenings. 40 full carats you get in. Very sleek, this one, very sleek. Last of stock, I have got under 30. I'm in my last chance saloon. When I say last chance saloon, that means, sorry, I made myself giggle then, because it was like, when I say last chance saloon, you say less than 30. Let's give that £2.95. I'm not surprised I've got less than 30. I've got less than 30 available. We are moseying up to our last chance saloon. Our team, thankfully, have brought their horses. My horse today is called Wolfie. Of course it is. What's your horse called this evening, Kerry? Because what are you on about? Because we're moseying up to the last chance saloon on our horses. Bullseye, I like it. What about yours, Tom? Oh, I'm sure I heard him round the back. He's not there. I'm sure I heard him. And maybe he heard the question and was like, I'm off. I've got Dave, he's called, is he? Oh, I like that. Nice name. What about you, lovely Ross? Bojack. Nice. Is that from something? Bojack the horse. Oh, the horseman, it's a TV show. Oh, thank you for the charades. TV photo. What about you, Ray?
Frederick.
Why Frederick?
Because I call him Fred. I don't know. Just imagine a horse being called Frederick.
No, I like that. You just felt the moment there. Anyway, we are in our last chance saloon. I've got multi-buyers in on this. Do feel free to text us in this evening your spooky jokes. Or if you're up to anything this evening. Or, without any plot spoilers, what you thought about the Bake Off final. Come on, we all watched it. One of the biggest viewing figures for Channel 4 in quite some time. Yeah, what do you think? No plot spoilers. I'm happy for the person that won. I would have preferred the other two, if I'm honest. Oh, I don't know. I just connected with the other two a bit more. Iolite. Oh, nuggets. I thought it was sapphire at a glance, to be honest, until I sort of moved it then, and you saw the sort of darker, deeper bronzes coming through. Lovely texture on these ones, very nice indeed. Almost look like they're icing, don't they? Speaking of cakes on Bake Off. Speaking of cakes, tomorrow afternoon, Cake Make by Alison Tarry. Oh, I've got more. There is going to be cakes tomorrow as well, edible ones. I've got more kits on the mid-show tomorrow than I think I've ever seen. It's just going to be make after make after make, and I've got that DVD launch, don't forget. Anyway, they look almost like little sugared sweets, don't they? Because they've got this natural faceting to them. So the natural faceting is done by Mother Nature, if you will. So we've not over-polished these. We've given them this sort of more natural, more organic feel. So if you like sort of your boho jewellery, which seems to really be back in, then this I think is a perfect one to add to your collection, especially as that opportunity to give you almost an optical illusion effect of that dark silky blue that revolves into this lovely antiques bronze. £3.95. We are head over heels in love with this under £10 hour. So if you are too, do make sure that you're grabbing as many as you possibly like. I'm not surprised that I've got multi-buyers on this. One thing I will say to you is at £3.95, just consider what you're going to make with this, because if you are thinking, for example, oh, I'd do a bracelet and a necklace with that. If you wanted to do a full bracelet, that's going to do you about a 6-inch bracelet, about 6.5 inch. So I would strongly suggest that you do come through and grab yourself another one if you needed to do so, for maybe to complete your suite. And at £3.95, you know, even if you get two, it's still under a tenner. So you're doing yourself a justice there. Well done. Start by coming up in 10 minutes-ish. And it's a spectacular deal on your lovely flutes. Okie Oh, well, I never. Beadle on tweezers I've got. Oh, these are fantastic. Last of stock I've got for you now. We don't have a huge amount now. These are from Beadle on. and these are your tweezers. Now, the fact of the matter is that these are your needle point tweezers. If I just hold those together, you can see how beautifully they align and how sort of slight, in such a slight position they do align. Now, these are going to be brilliant for many, many, many different things. Obviously, they're going to be great for picking up your little items, but also you're going to be able to use these when, for example, you want to you know, for example, if you're very quickly sort of flash soldering something and you need to be able to hold it, because obviously you don't want to, you know, hold it too close to your hands. Something like this, when you're, you know, balling, for example, the end of a head pin, you could use something like this for that. Also, these are going to be lovely too if you wanted to use them, for example, with your clays, because a lot of the time, especially with silver clay, you will have let elements dry and then you really intricately want to place them onto, attach them onto the other dried section, don't you? Because in silver clay, sorry if you don't know, silver clay, you have to let elements dry and then you use a paste to attach them to each other, basically. You need it to be really intricate. You don't want to be messing that up. Something like this is perfect for it. Also good for your seed beading as well. Basically anything intricate, especially as these ones have that art to them. They are £3.95. I think that's a brilliant price. You might be thinking, Bex, I'm not afraid to tell you, I pluck my monobrow, so I've already got some tweezers. Let me just say to you that obviously all well and good, those types of tweezers, but have you noticed that these have that arc? Now, if you imagine that arc's not there, in fact, if I hold them this way to the camera and you imagine it's not arced down, say I'm going to be placing, you know, something on top of something else. If I'm doing that, can you see how my body and my eye line is literally hidden because my hand's totally and absolutely in the way, because if these were my normal tweezers. With these though, obviously holding them at a different angle, now I've got all this space open in front of me, I can actually see what I'm doing, as opposed to this where my hand's in the way and I've got what am I doing here, it's angled, so I can keep my you know, posture. Always important when you're crafting, you can keep your posture and then you can kind of, you know, do exactly what you need to do. £3.95 for these Beadalon design curved tweeners. Well done. Star by in one opportunity. Flutes. One opportunities time. Not long. Before that though, let's do the ombre. Ombre, where are you, my friend? Ooh! Oh, really? Wow, I've not seen this strand before. Very pretty. Very delicate ombre, which is nice. Until you get to that sort of centralised section where it goes a little bit more jadeite, doesn't it? Almost. So you've got lovely twinkle sort of colours on this, quite festive, I think, with that sparkling light interaction. Have you noticed how greenery as the colour of Pantone for last year is absolutely everywhere in the shops at the moment? That beautiful green colour, you're seeing it a lot in sort of tartans and things like that. £16.95 is the should-be price on this. Come 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, that's the price it will be. It's not 8 o'clock in the morning yet though, is it? £16.95, it's rolling down. This is your closing price. 24 carats, genuine natural Christ phrase, £9.95. You've got a big discount saving on that one, absolutely whopping in fact. And yet today, you know, you're still getting that natural beauty of it, aren't you? Which is lovely. It's not like we've dyed any of these sections to give it that look. We've had to spend a serious amount of time to actually not just find the natural colours in the raw material, but actually to be able to graduate those down. It's not as easy as, oh, we'll just strand it and then dye a bit of it. It's all completely entirely natural. So it takes a fair bit of time. You have to be able to find the right hues and be able to facet them in to the right portion so that you can have them all on this 3mm strand. Actually, it's another point to make, isn't it? Don't often see a 3mm. 2mm, 4mm, yeah, all right. Not actually on a 3mm, so that nice in between size. Perfect for you. Well done. Okay, what we're about to bring to you is so good. It's music to our ears. Spooktacular deal coming your way. Spooktacular! Sterling silver coming up for you now. So you've got your precious metal here. Let me show you. There you go. So you're getting loads of these. They're solid sterling silver and they've got this lovely fluting to them. I like being able to bring you that sort of fluted design because it means that you get, it's almost acts as a guide, doesn't it? It actually almost draws the eye. And I think that's really beautiful. I think naturally as humans, we kind of like things that almost guide us. So for example, in paintings, some of the greatest artists in the world, you know, current artists and those of times past, we're talking, you know, Da Vinci, we're talking the likes of Van Gogh, we're thinking of the likes of even, you know, today's sort of Damien Hirst, Tracy Emin, etc. They will act to guide your eye in a way. And that's kind of how these work. That's kind of what these do. So it's starting off at the largest point, which gives you this sort of starting point, as it were, because your eyes aren't naturally drawn to the smallest space, are they? They're not. If you imagine a picture of circles in front of you, loads of different sized circles, your eyes are going to be guided to the largest ones first, aren't they? What you've got with this is something that starts off large and then guides it down small. That, therefore, is acting almost as an arrow, almost as a guide for your eyes, which means whatever you place on the bottom, because as you can see holding in my tweezers I've got the circlet there, whatever you drop from that, whether it be a gemstone or a tassel, that is what your eyes are going to end on. That's going to be the key feature piece. These are brand new, they've never been seen by themselves before. I'll turn one to the side for you if I possibly can. Hang on, I'll do it on this one, just so you can see just how thick that bail is, because that thickness in essence gives you an idea of what you can pop this onto. So actually that is quite a large loop that's being left by this bail. There are a fair few chains that I would be able to simply put that onto without having to even take the clasp off, actually, with those more slender chains that we've got. So what you have here is that beauty, that elegance, that divine movement of light, and you're getting the workability of it as well, because it means that you have the opportunity to you know, pop this on your Kumihimo, onto your chains, onto your cords, whatever it might be. Under £10 already. But this is a spooktacular deal, if you remember. We don't just spooktacular for nothing. We're going to give you a fantastic deal on this, which basically is going to be sort of a multi-pack of sweets. You ready? £9.75, not your deal. Your closing deal's about to come in. £6.95. Remembering that you're getting 5 of these in total, okay? So they're working out what sort of £1.50, not even that each. £1.39 approximately each. You're working out these ones. Brand new, never before seen. If I just turn it around, look, you can see. Can you see where it says 925 on that? Yeah? Use your peepers. There you go. You've got the opportunity. Use your peepers. Your peepers. Yeah, you can see the 925 right there, can't you? So you know that this is proper quality. We like that. Ross, do you reckon it's a spooktacular deal we could do that? £1 each? £1 each? You've got 1 minute to win it if we do it. We're going to do them for £1 each. You ready? The clock's coming in. Everybody pays the closing price. Well done to you all. There's loads of you in. You've got 1 minute when the price is in. Well done to you who already checked out. Remembering, it's not paying £6.95. Everybody pays the final one. 1 minute. The price is rolling down. Never before seen at £4.95. That's your closing deal. You've got 1 minute to win it. So come on in and grab as many of these as you're going to like, because don't forget, not only can they be bails for pendants, i.e. to go on a neckline piece, they can be for your earrings, they can be for your charm bracelet, they could be for an anklet if you wanted to. These could even go into like a hair design, you know, like have lots of them from chain perhaps for something a little bit different, a little bit ethereal. Well done to all of you. There's absolutely loads of you in today on this one. 1 P&P, don't forget. And also do not forget 30-day money back guarantee if you change your mind on these or something happens, like, oh, I don't know, you break your phone screen like I did not that long ago, or I don't know, your dishwasher goes funny, or I don't know what other things happen and you're like, oh darn it. toaster really started to smell the other day, but it wasn't even on. So I've unplugged it. I think I need a new toaster. Anyway, enough about me. £4.95. If anything does go wrong and you need to send it back, we put the money back into your account as well. It's worth a note. Anyway, well done. Minute clock is done. So we're moving on. Let me remind you. 6 carats. Oh. Gosh, it's gorgeous. It's got this beautiful sheen to it, hasn't it? Look at that glow. Gosh, that's hypnotic, isn't it? This is coming up for you in this hour. In this hour, Becky? In this under 10? Oh yeah, we're not mucking around. Where to, my love? Let's go with the rose gold plated base metal magnetic heart. Oh, I love this. I think this is really cool. So just to let you know, the rose gold has been the most popular colour of these, so I would strongly suggest you grab them whilst you can. So here's what it looks like. Very pretty indeed. Really nice, big open design. If I just hold it here, you will see you've got these 2 loops at the top, which obviously you can close down just as you know, sort of would almost roll them down as if you would on an eye pin, for example. Roll those down so you can add it to whatever you wish. Add it to chain, add it to cord. The cool thing about this is it's magnetic. So look, you can have it each way. You can have it either way that you like. So if you put your cord through, again, this end and this end, you could just have it really simply. Do apologise, you could just have it really simply corded on a design with your clasp at the back. However, if you wanted it to be, you know, a sort of more solid pendant, then that's right for you as well. And actually, it does slightly alter the length of a design. So if you imagine, actually, I say slightly, by quite a magnificent amount, to be honest, by a good sort of 10 centimetres. Because if you imagine a cord going from here to here around your neck, and then obviously if I open it out, the cord's now further away, so it's a larger design, isn't it? So quite nice for different tops as well, I think. So, you know, if you're wearing a sort of higher neck detail, higher neck top one day and a lower neck top another, then you can sort of alter it around. So we're doing you another under £10 deal. This colour has been the most popular. Remember, it's genuine rose gold you've got. £5.95. Genuine rose gold you've got over this base metal, so you've got plenty of it in here, and the magnets are really nice and strong as well. That's what's sort of holding it into place, just to let you know. You've got little hidden magnets in there that do sort of grab this into place. I wonder, oh, this is another thing you could do with it, look. If you just wanted it as that design, you could actually put a jump ring there and have it as that design. I quite like that. Maybe with a little photo in the back. I mean, I could be going too artsy now, but you could do that, couldn't you? I think that'd be quite pretty. Yeah, £5.95. I'm going to bring to you the gold. No, I'm not. I'm going to bring you the gold one in a minute. Hey, Pan, you all right? Evening, everyone. I've just tuned in. Becky, your face just made me jump. Oh, it's really effective. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Anne, I won't take offence to that. My face. Oh, sorry, you mean because of this? Yeah, I got into a kerfuffle with quite an angry wolf, actually. It was a nightmare. Anyway, we discussed it. I gave him a bit of Granny's cake and he was fine in the end. And I am so looking forward to tomorrow. I've got bargain bundle galore. I'm going to tell you this. I don't know if I'm allowed to, but I'm going to. Free P&P tomorrow. You didn't even know that. Oops. Yeah, I've also got brand new treats and treasures, brand new pearls. I've got a bundle, whole hour. I've got sterling silver. I've got so much new stuff tomorrow. A DVD launch, so many kits. We're going to have loads of makes tomorrow, I've decided. Gold version now. And thanks for texting him. Do feel free to text in with your spooky jokes or what you're up to this evening. Are you like 40% of the nation who admits to, on Halloween, turning their lights off and pretending they're not in when trick-or-treaters come? Are you? Does your mum do that, Gary? No, I never used to go trick-or-treating. I've been once. £5.95. This is the gold version, as you can see, with genuine gold over the top of it. They are. Let me flip it around it. So none of us been trick-or-treating? No. No. Ross is like, don't really like people or knocking on randomers' doors. Makes sense, Ross. £5.95 is your deal today on this one. I did have a neighbour, this is a couple of years ago now, I did have a neighbour come over on the 1st of November asking if I wanted any toothbrushes because she'd multi-bought loads of them for the trick-or-treaters, and we didn't get that many trick-or-treaters, so she was like, yes, you bought toothbrushes for the trick-or-treaters, so, you know, because people are giving out sweets, brush your teeth. Yeah, so yeah, she gave me like 3 toothbrushes. Brilliant. Good old Jean. Anyway, she's moved now. So, £5.95 for this one. Again, you can wear it this way, or you can extend it and wear it that way too. It's up to you. You could also put a gemstone in one, couldn't you? Cerulean. Oh, hello. That's an idea. And quite a good one. Cerulean in the hearts. Quite a good one, I think. Let me bring to you black plated finding kit. Oh my gosh, I've not seen this in months and maybe even this year. I might not have seen this year. I love this, like gunmetal. This is so cool. This isn't just going under 10, it's going under 6. All right, it's going under 5. Have a look. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I love this. I think this colour is beautiful. Let me get some out of the bags for you. I'll get the chain out just so you can really see the colour. Proper like gunmetal colour this. So it's going to be great for maybe your more vintage pieces, your unisex pieces. This is going to be great because not everyone likes silver, gold and rose gold, do they? We're all different, each to our own. Quite like the idea of this for sort of Victoriana or steampunk designs as well. I think it'd be gorgeous. Love the idea of this in mixed media makes as well. You are going to be getting in here 50 centimetres of chain, 2 pairs of your shepherd's hook earring findings. You're going to be getting 5 of your crimps. You've also got 2 of your clasps, and you're going to be getting 4 of those extra long head pins. Actually, they are very long. We're talking about 5 centimetres in length on them. So great. You've also got the bag as well, don't forget, which is a great little gift. You can sort of gift your jewellery in pieces like this, can't you? All of this under 6. Ooh, £2.55. Right, multi-buy. Multi-buy. That is to the pennies what we can bring to you on this. That is absolutely incredible a deal. Lovely to have something a bit different. And don't forget, you know, it's mid-show birthday tomorrow. Join us live from 1. We're going to be bringing you so many brilliant deals if you do like things that are a bit different. This is fantastic, I've got to say as well, because at that price point, you know, do multi-buy, because I don't know how often you see this. Literally, I do not think I've seen this colour this year at all. I really don't. I can't think of that time. So it's a real rarity. So stock up whilst we're doing an on-air discount, because, yeah, you know, if we don't sell out of them tonight, we may well put them back on the website, but they won't be $2.55, will they? They'll be that original price point, which is still great, but how brilliant that you can multi-buy on these now. I love the idea of doing cufflinks with the toggle clasps. I love the idea of doing sort of steampunk-esque designs with this. I really like the idea of doing your mixed metals with this. So you could actually pair this with your silver, your gold, your rose gold chains, couldn't you? And actually do like a layered 3-tune. Love that. Ooh, 6-carat rose quartz, not long, but before it's... Gosh, that's a great deal. Might grab some of that. I think I will. Ooh, 3D... Oh, these are so dainty and delicate. 3D ball spacers now. High shine. They've got to be sterling silver, are they? They look at it. Yeah, solid sterling silver, because they're just so high shine. You can see that shine a mile off. Solid sterling silver, and then they've got genuine rose gold over the top. Aren't they a delight? These orbs of silver and these orbs of rose gold. What design could you add this to really elevate it, do you think? Do you have a bracelet that maybe that you love and adore, but actually, I don't know, maybe the stretchy bracelet knot, you've got could a crimp over it and you really want to add a little bit more? £14.95, a previously closing price. That means it has been on air at that price as the final price. Today, though, we are going to go under that for you. We're going to give you 1 minute to win it again. So, shouldn't be under 10, obviously, but it is today. We're going to be doing a discount deal on this one. So, get ready. Grab it. £5 discount coming your way in 3, 2, 1. 0! £9.95. You've got 1 minute to win it, so do feel free to grab these. By the way, if you love a bit of rose, rose and rose, rose and rose. I'm obsessed with the glow of that, aren't you? You've only got 45 seconds to get this. Oh, whilst we're here, actually, let me remind you, I've got some labradorite rondelles coming up in the next hour, and I've got that amethyst mega bundle. Now, we have had a look, and we've got sort of probably about 4 or 5% of stock on the amethyst bundle gone already on pre-order, so well worth going to have a nosy at it. Don't worry, I will be bringing it to you live and telling you a little bit more about it when we do it in the next hour. But yeah, well worth having a nosy at that, definitely. Have you never been trick-or-treating neither, Tom?
No.
No!
I maybe once, maybe.
Maybe, but you've blocked it out of you. You could go now as that kid from Hotel Transylvania. Have you seen Hotel Transylvania? Have you seen it, the cartoon? Tom, spitting image of the main character. Spitting image. Well done, everybody. $9.95 for you. Oh, good luck. Horseshoe Charm coming up. How beautiful for weddings this would be. Horseshoe Charm. Did you hear about that lady on this morning? I like this morning. I think it's really good. They've got Rochelle on because Ollie's off at the minute. I love a bit of Rochelle from the Saturdays. Big fan. This morning they had a woman who is engaged to a ghost, and her name's Amethyst. The woman's name. I was like, what an amazing name that is. Yeah. But anyway, Iggy Azalea's name is Amethyst. I did not know that. And this is called Sapphire. Do you like a bit of Iggy Azalea, Ryan?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? His face then, he literally went, oof. Whilst rubbing his... No, he didn't do that. I've got here for you something perfect for your wedding, perfect for your bridal. Your good luck horseshoes. You have got here quality, shine and sparkle. It's really beautiful, the glitz and glamour you've got here. So you are getting all of that sort of sparkle from the CZ. CZ refers to cubic zirconia, which by the way is perfection. £3.95. Cubic zirconia genuinely is about perfection. You know, diamonds are one thing, but cubic zirconia is created to look like the world's best zircon or the world's best diamond. It's absolutely perfect. You know, there's nothing you could alter with this, really, because they're totally eye clean. That colour is so serene. You're getting 3 full ones of this, and also do not forget, if you did want it the other way around, nothing stopping you sort of slicing off that little bottom section there and maybe doing a bit of a wire wrap around this to have it on a design, or using it with fabric. I quite like the idea of maybe stitching across this in a way. You know better than I do, but yeah, it'd be lovely. £3.95. Good work. I'm moving to red chalcedony. This looks very much like today's deal of the day, doesn't it? You don't know yet, you've not seen it. What does red make you think of? Christmas. Yeah, Christmas. This kind of colour actually reminds me of sort of burning embers. You know, oh, bonfire night's so close. Bonfire night is my favourite night of the year. And these are the kind of colours that you see on bonfire night. We are working, yeah, on the late show. No, I'm not disappointed. It's just I've never missed a bonfire night. Don't worry. Should we just get some fireworks? Set them off. Not indoors, let's not. But yeah, what you've got here is this beautiful sort of bonfire night burning embers. You know when you see the bonfire and everyone's snuggled around it and you've all got your treacle toffee or your apples on sticks, and you've got maybe a nice mulled wine, or possibly you've got a nice hot chocolate. This kind of quality of colour is what that reminds me of. It reminds me of that luxury of the burning embers on a crisp, cold, dark evening. This definitely adds that warmth, and I think that because of the shape of these, it adds to it too. It gives you a bit of almost like coal-esque shape, doesn't it? But kind of faceted to give you extra sparkle. You've got 155 carats worth here, and today we're giving you a straight to price. That's all you're paying for these ones. On my strand, $7.95. On my strand, I'm getting 6. Can't guarantee that you'll get that. You might get slightly bigger ones, but pretty much I would guess that you are going to be getting 6 of these just due to the size of them. They're absolutely whopping. You've also got in here these big spaces, which you could also make the use of, you know, because we don't really bring to you spaces that are as long as that usually, do we? So you could always make the most of something like that. £7.95. Not long until that rose quartz at all. So do make sure you are sticking with us, because we're going to do one opportunity after this, and then it's that rose quartz time. So it's well worth sticking around for. And don't forget, I've got labradorite coming up for you, and I've got that gorgeous amethyst quality. This one now, I think this is beautiful. Do you know what? We are called Jewellery Maker, aren't we? So some people might well think, well, this isn't necessarily for making jewellery. But it's really important when you've made jewellery that you can gift it so it looks beautiful, but also that you can keep it nicely protected. This is like a jewellery bowl. So what you can have with this, and there's a few things, I instantly, as an overall crafter, I'm thinking of doing one of my candles in here, doing one of my, sort of pyramid, not pyramid, what they call what? Pillar candle, sorry. Yeah, doing like a pillar candle in here. But actually, you can put your rings, for example, on these sections here, so that they're not all rubbing up against each other. You could put your chains on the inside, if I just tilt that and show you that beautiful inside as well. You could put your chains in here too. This could be that great one for that you keep on your bedside table for that inevitable moment when you get into bed after the end of a long day and you lie down, you go, oh, I forgot to take my jewellery off. And your jewellery box is all the other side of the room, and you go, oh no, can't be bothered. This could just be great, just on your bedside table, maybe next to your books and everything else. You take your rings off, you pop your earrings out, you put them in there, and then, you know, next time when you're up and you've got energy, you can pop them back into your jewellery box. I think this is beautiful. If you keep your rings on these sections here, it means that your gemstones won't rub against each other and scratch. I think that is a fantastic price point. I'm in my last chance saloon on this, so I've got less than 30 now. £6.75. I think that is a fantastic price point for what you're getting here. I truly do. Because if I wanted, because this is proper metal, you know, you can hear it, can't you? I've seen jewellery dishes, because they're a big thing at the moment. I've seen jewellery dishes that are plastic with like a colouring over the top of them at like £10–12. So this is proper metal. So you've got that quality there. You know that, you know, if you drop it on the floor or whatever, it's not going to crumple or damage your jewellery. £6.75. I've got less than 20 of these ones available for you now. So do fly on through and grab them. The under £10 hour is continuing, so grab your final few deals. And in fact, I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to do a few more under 10s in the next hour, because I know that we've got loads in front of me here that we've not had time to play. So I'm going to continue this on in the next hour, so it's not worth going anywhere. So yeah, £6.75 for that. Absolutely beautiful. And one thing I will say just quickly is it has got a protective base as well. Can you see that? So it's like a velvet finish. So it's not like going to be scraping against your wooden desk and ruining it or anything. And it doesn't slip around then either. Okay, it's time to bring you something with a magical, almost haunting glow. This is your Spooktacular. This is absolutely beautiful. It really is stunning. It's got such a glow about it. I'm just going to grab my tweezers and see if I can actually open it up for you. Have we got any? Yeah, I have. It's just these are a bit bigger than the ones we're used to seeing. These tweezers, sorry, the ends of the tweezers usually open them, but these ones are a little bit at the wrong side. I have got for you today the opportunity. I've done it. Yes. Well done. If you got these tweezers, perfect for opening boxes like this. Let me show you this. It's absolutely glowing. It is like the best kunzite. It's stunning. Oh, wow. The glow, the internal brilliance of your rose quartz. Now that glow is so intense and captivating, don't you think? That is the most divine cocktail ring. That is a show-stopping head turner. Now what you have here is a really well thought out cut. So you've got the beautiful, brilliant cut on this, but on an oval shape. So you've got that large table. If you don't know, the different parts of a gemstone like this in its gem cut have different names for the different parts. So I'll quickly just sort of fly through them for you and tell you why they're important in this. So on this one, you've got the table. So that's the largest section there in the center, that table, the flat table. That's important because it helps you see into the gemstone. If that's all faceted, then it can become a little bit confusing. So there, I've got the light on the table right now. We're then going down the crown. Now the crown is from the table to the largest point point of this gemstone. That crown has got beautiful facets on it. Can you see? There's 2 different styles of facets actually, well 2 to 3 I suppose, on that crown. Now that crown really adds almost this optical interest. Can you see how it's kind of moving? It's really helping that glow. That then goes to the girdle, which is the largest point of the gemstone, and then if I rotate it round, look at going down that pavilion. So all the way down the pavilion to the culé point. The culé point is this base section here. It helps give it strength. It also helps when you're looking down the table to give it that incredible RI. Reflective index is not usually something we talk about with rose quartz. With rose quartz crystalline, then yes, definitely, but you've got this absolute glow. If you saw this set into gold, and to me this is gold quality, this could be set into gold. If you saw this set into gold, how many hundreds of pounds might you expect it to be? Because of the individual size of that. I might be expecting a sort of a 250 figure as a minimum, and by 250 I mean 250. £12.95. That's the lowest price this has ever been until today. We're about to bring to you a spooktacular deal on this for your Halloween evening. If you're out trick-or-treating, why not treat yourself to this? Because at £12.95 it's a good price, but I'm going under 10. So pick up those phones, start dialing. Your discount deal is about to come through for all of that glow. It's so impressive, isn't it? You ready? Brand new. Low price, about to hit your screen. Get ready to own it. £7.95. We have closed this so much higher than that. You've just got £5 back in your pocket right there, my love. I think this is absolutely divine. I think it's beautiful and big enough definitely to be a ring, but if you don't want that bigger statement piece, how about perfect for you to have it in a pendant? Isn't that incredible? That's going to look so divine. I wouldn't be afraid to have this as a pendant with matching ring actually. I think it's got the statement. Prong set this. Use it with your gallery wire. Great actually if you're learning to do maybe a sort of wire prong setting, or if you're learning to do work with your gallery wire, perfect for that because it's so big. You don't want something fiddly when you're still learning, do you? You want something big and bold and statement, and this most certainly is. When I bring you gemstones like this, I'm used to bringing you this size, which obviously would be a little bit fiddlier, but this is the big dramatic size that you've got, so it's going to make it much less fiddly. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Very, very pretty. And it does, it almost follows you around. I was talking about artists before, wasn't I? Always follows you around a little bit like, you know in the Mona Lisa how her eyes follow you around? The reason her eyes follow you around is because of where they sit within the painting, so they sit sort of dead center and you know, they're not too focused, if that makes sense. These kind of follow you around in that way as well actually. Do you know what, speaking of the Mona Lisa, do you know how long the Mona Lisa took to paint? A day. Nah. Specifically her lips. Specifically her lips. Guess how long her lips took to paint? Week? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? I do know, yes I do know. Be rubbish if not. Could you imagine if I'm just asking? No, go on. I know. Do you know what? I'm going to tell you after the break. I'm going to tell you after the break. I am. Yeah. How long do you think just the lips of the Mona Lisa took to paint? I'll leave that with you. What's Da Vinci? Da Vinci. Anyway, not only are you going to get the enticing answer about that, but also after the break, I'm going to be bringing to you some more under £10 deals. I've also got for you that trio of amethyst and so much more, so don't go anywhere. Join us back after this break.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewelry making techniques.
You can watch our Jewellery Maker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage. Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people. Wake up and tune into Jewellery Maker every morning at 8 AM for our early bird special. We have some great offers, amazing deals and great prices to bring to you. So that's 8 AM every morning, and you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm. It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Wolf! What's he like? I'm going to start every hour like that. Yes, I am, thank you. Naughty Wolf. Oh, he's just a bit hyperactive. It's Halloween, you know. It is. That's what I've heard. And it's gorgeous to be with you. My name is Little Redican Riding Hood. And I have done a whole first hour of under £10. So if you've just tuned in because you've been watching somewhat, you've been out with the little ones trick-or-treating, or you've just been out by yourself because, quite frankly, there's free sweets going, then do make sure you look back on JewelleryMaker.com to get the rest of those under £10 deals. And actually, I'm going to carry it on for a little bit. Obviously, not for the whole hour because, I'm bringing to you some amethyst strands at the end of this hour that are beautiful. They are open for pre-order. So if you do want to grab them, then do have a little look on JewelleryMaker.com. Before all of that, though, you can get jewellery, you can do pre-order online as well, on the phone too if you want. I've got that, look at them, ooh, amethyst. I have got for you here, just about to come, because I showed you this gorgeous rose quartz before the break and it went loop-de-loop popularity central. And then I showed this as sort of the size comparison. Beautiful lemon quartz I've got here for you. Looks like a canary diamond, doesn't it? Don't you think? I brought this to you a while ago. And I honestly, when the first time I saw it, I was expecting like a £35 price point. Because you would, wouldn't you? Do you remember when we did individual ones similar to this? And they were about £35, weren't they? But as I've said, the under £10 slide is still there in the corner of your screen. And that means I'm doing it for under £10. In fact, at £9.95, that is probably about £30 better than maybe I would have expected. But today, it's not just £9.95, we're going under £5. So for 1.5 carats in one solid gemstone that looks like the most beautiful canary diamonds in its colour, £3.95 is actually your closing deal on this one today. So come on down, grab them whilst you can, make the most of these. And by the way, to answer my own question, I asked earlier on about the Mona Lisa and how long it took to paint her mouth alone. We had 1 day as a guess. What other guesses did we have? What did you guess, Ryan?
A year.
A year. Ooh, a bit much. Yeah, go on, Ross. What about yourself? A month, right? Good. Tom, what's your guess, love?
I think 2 months.
2 months. You're all wrong. Ryan was the closest. 12 years.
12?
12 years. Just for the lips. 12. Ross has just gone, it's not that good even. It's good. I mean, we couldn't just knock it up. 12 years to do the lips alone. I mean, that's a lot, isn't it? How many hours a day was he on it? I don't know. That's a good point. Even if it was a couple of minutes a day, even if it was just, right, half a line, bored now. 12 years. I mean, it's a bit much, isn't it? Anyway, he was a skilled artist and everyone knows the Mona Lisa, don't they? So maybe if we all spent 12 years on something, like, I don't know, an eyebrow or, I don't know. That's probably the only thing I can draw quite well. Yeah, a bit of lippy, no, because if I just did a little bit of lippy each day, by the time the 12 years was up, I'd have to start over again. It'd be like that building in Barcelona, wouldn't it? That once they finish it, they just have to start again. The what? Yeah, the cathedral, what's it called? I've been there. The grotesque, no, it's grotesque, it's not. It's Gaudi, isn't it? It does have a name. Familiare, is it familiar? Anyway, you know what I mean. £3.95 is my point for this beautiful glowing design. So, are you going to make this into a set of beautiful, almost stud-style earrings? Or are you going to be doing this in a ring? Or are you going to be doing it as a pendant? Loads of you in on this one. Well done to you all. I've got Rebecca, Carol. I've got, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Cylynn. Pardon? Cylynn, maybe? Yeah, could be. It's a lovely name anyway. I like it. I love an unusual name. Anyway, huge well done to you all. I'm just going to let you know that in this hour, not only do I have that trio of amethyst coming up, I've also got beautiful labradorite, brand new. And don't forget, my pearls are coming up for you as well. So, is it the wire bundle of sterling silver wire, perchance? No, it's not. It's one over by Ryan, I think. Tell me what's in it, Sweet Pea. Gold? Silver? Thank you, Ryan. Here we go. I've got it here for you. 10 metres worth are your 0.4. 0.4. Tomorrow I'm launching a DVD. You're going to want these gauges. Just as an FYI. So I've got for you here your 0.4, beautiful wire, great for weaving. I've got your 0.6, it's a little bit sturdier. Can you see how it's a little bit thicker? By the way, when we say all of these numbers like 0.4, it's to do with over a millimetre, okay? So here you're dealing with just over half a millimetre in thickness. I've then got for you 4 metres worth of your 1 mil. So this is your structural. So great for your structural, great for your findings, clasps. You can even use it with a weaving wire as well, actually, if you use a much thicker wire. And then you've got your 0.4. Pardon, my love? I've only got 10 now. Oh, because I've already had a few people checking out. So for the final 10, let's get ourselves a deal. You ready? Last 10. At £4.95 for what, 24 metres? 24 metres in total at £4.95. That is a great stash topper-upperer for you. And you're looking at under 20p per metre there. Tomorrow, with the gorgeous Alison Tarry, we have got a DVD launch, which is sort of, it's a project, but also a technique DVD. And it's sort of, it's based on the heady weave technique. It's not quite that, but it's based on it. It's really cool. Techniques we've never seen before. These are some of the gauges that we will be using in that DVD, so do grab it at launch, because I will say it is a limited edition birthday DVD. So if it sells out tomorrow, then that's it, we're done, we're dusted. And this is the one that it is. Look at that. Oh, it's so exciting! exciting! And it shows you how to set little cabochons in it too, which is really cool. So if you've got any diddy cabochons that you're like, oh, what on earth am I going to do with them? The DVD tells you exactly how to do it. It's a really cool technique. Again, a technique I've not seen before. Anyway, 5 of these ones left. Grab the final 5 whilst you can. Do make sure you check it out, because Ross is saying there is a lot in baskets. A lot. That means more than 3. You right, Ryan?
All right.
What are you doing? What are you up to?
Nothing.
Just moving a chair out of shot. Looked a bit messy, did it? No. Just wanted to be close to me, didn't you, Ryan? I know the truth. It's fine. Amethyst coming up at the end of the hour. Do not forget. We have got 3 strands in that. It's absolutely beautiful, really lovely. It's really intriguing that you're getting it from that location. Pre-order, they're open. Yes, Russ. Da, 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 da. I love these sugar skull earrings with butterflies. Have you seen Coco yet? The cartoon, the animation film. It is truly wonderful. I was a bit like, oh, I don't know. And I'm so glad when I watched it that I had watched it. It's beautiful. If you like music, if you like sort of stories of family, that's perfect film to watch. And that's exactly what these remind me of. Because if you don't know, sugar skulls are one of the representatives of the Day of the Dead. Which is a big Mexican festival. And essentially on the Day of the Dead, what they think happens, what they believe to have happened, is that you have your family members and loved ones from the past who have sadly passed away are able to re-enter the human world for one night and one night only, so long as you keep their photo nearby, and so long as you know, kind of they have access, should I say. And that's kind of what this represents. The skull and the sugar skull in that sort of arena represents family members of the past, family members that you still love and cherish, family members that you think of. It's also quite a happy motif, you know, it's not sort of a morbid and sad sort of thinking of passing. It's a celebration of life, and I love that about these, and I love that that is a motif now that people are using in tattoos among other forms of artwork. Lovely bar on these, which will obviously go through the ear piercing, and then you've got your butterfly back, which really simply pops onto there, but also has the little nook in, so it doesn't easily come off. You're getting 2 full pairs here of these happy little friends for just £6.95. I think they're so beautiful, I really do. You can colour them if you want to, of course. You can, you know, alter these by putting maybe a bit of Cerulean in the eyes and putting maybe Swarovski in there. I think it's a beautiful representation of family, and I think it's a beautiful representation as well of a really big trend at the moment, because the skull motifs have been around for a while actually, haven't they? Well done to you all on that. Gorgeous gift for someone. Very nice gift. Okay. Silver plated copper wire now. 2 reels. Oh, they're here. Oh! Wow. Blimey. There's a lot of meterage in here. 100 metres of your 0.25. This is a great weaving wire. And then you've got 50 metres of your 0.4. So 150 metres in total. Now I have been told that this is very limited. I don't have a huge amount of these ones, I am afraid to say. So if you do like them, do make sure you are dialing through ASAP. You're going to get 150 metres in total, 0.4, 0.25. Your graphics are now live. So if you want to dial through, it's 0800 644 655. And if you are new, it's a great night to get involved, especially as it's £3.95 postage packaging up until midnight. So come the end of the show tonight, because basically we run live for, how long are we live? 14 hours we're live for, aren't we? So we run for 14 hours and then we go to the repeat afterwards. So although this show is going to end come 10, it'll then be a repeat. So even if you're tuning in now and you're going, oh, I don't know, should I open my baskets? You've got until midnight to make the most of it and get yourself on JewelleryMaker.com. Well worth it, especially when you're buying big bundles of wire, because obviously, you know, they can weigh quite a bit, can't they? But also great because you're still getting last minute deals and deals galore at £6.95. These are going to work beautifully with actually my brand new today's must-have. Let me show it to you. Well, it's brand new to me. I think it's only been on once before. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the sheen on those. Oh, it's enough to take your breath away. Isn't that beautiful? Coming up at about 8, that one, is today's must-have. So not long at all to wait on that one, actually. Don't forget, amethyst on pre-order, Ross says, don't forget. If you want to grab it, then you can. Go to JewelleryMaker.com, pad and pop it. It's up to you, love. Ross is going, should I put that pearl on pre-order? Is that a done thing for this evening's must-have? It's up to you, Ross. You're the producer. I wouldn't like to produce from the floor. No, people do not like that. No, do not do that. No, I've never been told off for doing that. I've not. You know me, I just go with the flow. But I have heard that you're not meant to. It's up to you. It's up to you, Ross. He's gonna do it. I wouldn't have, but I'm only joking. I'm only messing. I've got for you now, going on pre-order, your today's must-have. Now, can I just let you know that for your pre-orders, including this one, but also including the amethyst, that some of the prices will already be set, some of them we will be doing discounts. So say you check out now and we do a price drop on this, everybody pays the final closing price. It is now on pre-order. I feel like we need some sort of music with gravitas for that, do you know what I mean? On pre-order now. I would say you make a noise, but you've got half a samosa in your mouth. I didn't really like that noise. Yeah, it were. That were rubbish, that. I don't know, that sounds a bit too zany. I want something with gravitas. Like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yes. Anyway, make your own noise up now. Good. It's going on pre-order, so you can get it now at JewelleryMaker.com. Okay, I've got to move on. You've got carnival music, have you? It's a bit snazzy. Let me bring to you the bundle of earring findings. Clip-ons. No. Well, I never. Oh my gosh, that's actually pretty fantastically cool. Okay, I've never seen these before. Clip-on earrings. Perfect. I like clip-on earrings because not everyone has the ears pierced, for starters. But second off, I don't really appreciate someone telling me, oh, it's a clip-on earring and therefore you have to use it as a clip-on earring. Because no, you most certainly do not. I love the idea of maybe creating a poppy on this and actually having it as your Armistice Day clip-on that you just clip onto your top. Because, you know, they come with the pins, don't they? And sometimes if you've got a real nice like silk blouse, you don't want to put a pin in it, do you? Let me just show you what these come with. They actually come with this little grate that you can pop over this and then simply close the prongs down if you wanted to. But you can actually use these because you take it off. What I would suggest most of us would use these for is, for example, having a head pin going through these so that you can actually encrust it with different gemstones, almost like a bubble style. You could, of course, use your cerulean with this as well. You're getting a pair of the gold and a pair of the silver for £3.95. That is a fantastic price point. It really is. Really nice snap on these too. I'll just see. Really nice snap. Imagine that being like a nice, you know, poppy or even a nice, brooch, for example. And then if I take it off, it's not damaged my outfit at all, has it? So I think that's a lovely idea. And I'll just show you. You do get the silver version as well. Oh no, hang on. Oh yes, you are. Yeah. You're getting 2 of the gold and 2 of the silver. They are. And then you get the sort of grates for it as well, which obviously you don't have to use, do you? You could make your own polymer clay section here. And literally, if you're thinking, right, well, how do I get it to stay in place? It's literally a case of folding those over, just like you would in your prong setting. Lots of multi-buyers in on this. Great if you are going to be doing a charity thing, maybe for Armistice Day, for example. Oh, look, you can see our lighting rig. That's how reflective they are. Those lights don't just hang there, you know. We've got a full rig above us. It's like being on stage, I think, I presume. I mean, we didn't have these lights when I was in the nativity at primary school, but this is what I imagine. But yeah, there's absolutely oodles you could do with these ones, I think. It's going to be lovely too. Oh, actually, as collar clips. Great for shoe decorating too. Karen, great idea. Yeah, have them as shoe clips. Perfect idea, yeah. And again, you're not damaging. You're not damaging anything, are you? You can even have them in your bag, like your bag straps, couldn't you? Loads you could do. Tie pins. Hello tie pins, depending if I would say on a skinny tie, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it, on a skinny tie? Just pop that in, and then basically, because often tie pins are used so that the long bit at the back doesn't reveal itself from the front. So tie pin, perfect idea, nice and sturdy for it too. As you can see, really nice movement there, very, very sturdy indeed. Let's wait for the snap, shall we? I'll put it near my mic. Sounded like a brandy biscuit, that, didn't it? That's how good that was. Oh, it's good. Anyway, Labradorite coming up in the next 5 minutes for you. Not a huge time to wait on that at all, so do keep your eyes peeled. Okay, let's go with the Swarovski collection. A collection of Swarovski. Oh, wow. Oh, hang on, I've got two Swarovski collections next to me. Which one, Sweet Pea? Oh no, he's gone, I'm not sure. Right, okay, it's this pack here then. So, this is an under £10 deal I'm doing on Swarovski, and I'm going to bring these to you in for different mediums, I would say. So, I have sew on Swarovski. Sew on does what it says on the tin, you will use it to sew it on. So you've got 2 access holes here where you could stitch this on. If you aren't particularly a stitcher, do not worry, you can glue it on if you wanted to. So you're getting 2 of these with that as the back. I've also got these ones which are perfect for your cerulean, as I've been mentioning a few times this evening. Great for your cerulean, so you could maybe use these in the sugar skulls as eyes, you could use these in the earring designs that I've just used, foiled on the back, but so much sparkle at the front. Price is in at £8.95 on these ones. You're also getting your Swarovski bicones, these ones in that sort of, is it, what colour are we calling these, isn't it? Oh, sapphire, it's the sapphire colour that you're getting on these ones, 4mm. You're going to be getting a whopping 24 of those ones in total, and you've also got this beautiful drop as well, which is so elegant in its design, very pretty, so much sparkle. It doesn't half give you a sort of intense look. So you're getting 4 different styles, big amount for just £8.95. Really, that is fantastic. I've got to move on now because I've got loads more to fit in, including this. Now, Labradorite you absolutely love and adore. Labradorite is one of those head-turning gemstones, isn't it? And what I'm about to bring to you is not just any old head-turning gemstone. It's a brand new one. Stop by! Brand new faceted rondelles. Blimey, the clarity on this is good. Clarity may be the wrong word to use. No, not really the wrong word to use, because the light is properly shining through it. It's not something you usually get in Labradorite though, is it? But boy, you've got it in its oodles here. Absolutely loads of it. It's nice to be able to have the light that shines through. A lot of the time the light will sort of dance obviously internally, but it kind of just hovers on the surface and then it sort of pings back to your eye. With this one though, the light actually travels all the way through. Now with it travelling all the way through, you would expect little to none of that labradorescence. Labradorescence is what you're looking at now, probably what you can't take your eyes off. If you don't know the term labradorescence, it refers to that sheen, that aurora borealis like glaze that pirouettes internally within this gemstone. As I say, it's not present in all labradorites, you get different qualities. This one has it in its boatload, in particular, as it's got that clarity aspect to it. So the light isn't just sort of, you know, ping on the surface and then it's gone. It's travelling all the way through. It's giving you real interest. It's a beautiful quality that you've got here, especially as you're getting those blues, those golds, pinks, teals, even purple I just saw hovering there. Let's get it under £10. You ready for this? £9.95, under £10 deal on this. It is a brand new strand, so just to let you know, because it is a brand new strand, I'm actually going to do a launch price offer. Now before we do this launch price offer, let me remind you, your launch price offer, I do not have to repeat. Come 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, it will be back up to its original price point, which I think we can all agree is fantastic. But just as a reminder that these price drops I don't have to copy again, because it's almost like when we do a launch price offer or a premier price point, it's almost like saying, you know, thanks for sticking with us, thanks for being there when we brought it for the first time, let's have a brilliant deal. You know, it's a little bit like, although it's not, you know when like a company will test out a new soup flavour and they'll have like an introductory price, and then they kind of will judge how popular it is, and then they'll add like an extra, you know, £1 or £2 on top of it, won't they? They'll like double, triple the price. It's kind of like that in a way. That's what we're doing with this. So introductory price is about to come on screen. It's not £9.95 today. Come 8 o'clock AM, it will be, mind you. And when it is 8 o'clock AM, it's our birthday on the mid-show. £6.95 is your closing deal on this one today. As I say, only until 8 o'clock, so do make the most of it whilst you can. At £6.95, it's a fantastical opportunity. It really, really, really is. And I think it's going to go with so much. You know, it's going to go with the garnet I've got coming up for you later. Even if it's just to do with the size and shape, actually, I think that really marries up quite nicely. I've also got for you the opportunity to get your hands on those beautiful amethysts, which aren't a million miles away. Can I just let you know, this is my final one of that under 10 hour, which went on for like an hour and 20 minutes. I'm not complaining, I love it. But yeah, this is the last one of the under £10 hour. That does not mean that I'm not going to do anything else for under £10. So do ensure that you are grabbing these deals whilst you can. And if you think, Bex, what do you mean you've done under an hour and a half of under £20? Get yourself down to JewelleryMaker.com, see what all the fuss is about. And don't forget, if you are a phone, you might be someone who is like me, and it's weird. If I can shop online, then I will, like, you know, the big well-known places. But for some reason, when it comes to Jewellery Maker, I don't know if it's just because the call centre are dead helpful and they're only a few doors down. I don't know what it is, but I do just like calling. I think because sometimes I have questions. But yeah, what I do is I go on JewelleryMaker.com, write the codes down of the things I think I want, and then I actually ring up. I do it that way. Don't know why, just like to. Anyway, well done everyone. The amethyst coming up in about 27 minutes and 31 seconds. Okay, before that, have I got the bead collection? Ooh, bit more specific. Say that again. Coconut. Did you just say coconut? Oh, cocoa. Oh. Yeah, I've got a few. Oh, purple and gold. Sorry, is it this one, do you think? They're not purple. Yeah, let's have a look at it. Oh, it's right beside me. Right next to me. Here it is. Oh, look at that. Purple and gold. Oh, gosh, that's beautiful. This was a former kit. And this kit, I think, was it Claire's kit? I could be making that up entirely, in fact. It's beautiful, though. Very, very pretty. We've got here your cocoa bead collection. Have a little nosy. So you're getting your fire line. You're also getting 2 sets of your seed beads. You've got your 11 O's there in that beautiful metallic blue. Very pretty indeed. Love that colour. It's quite a sort of, I don't know, rhythmic. I know that doesn't seem to make sense because I'm talking about a colour, but I think it's because... Oh, you don't think that's the right one? I'm being told. Oh no, apparently I'm not showing the right one. It's not got the thread in it, this one. Right, sorry, pause where you are. Bear with us, bear with us, bear with us. We'll stay on the recording whilst we find it. Right, I've got it. I've got it. Got it! Yeah, baby, I've got it. This is your cocoa collection. Do apologise. I've not seen this colour of bead before. Ooh! This still has been a former kit because I checked it before. This is a former kit for you. It was very, very popular, Ross is telling me. There was over 100. We've got 25 left by all accounts. Don't you love that iridescence? So if you look at that bead that I'm holding right now, what colour is it? And now what colour is it? And now what colour is it? And now what colour is it? It's cool, isn't it? And now what colour is it? It's cool, that, isn't it? Really, really, really does change colour. Let me pick another one up. Let me find another. So what you've got with these ones, they feel beautiful as well. They've got this really nice satin finish. So what you're getting with this one is this beauty of almost changing iridescence. So it gives you this really pretty and interesting contrast when it's got sort of the purples and the teals and the pinks that shine through, and then you've got that gold side as well, which is quite unusual too. So if you wanted to show just the gold side, every single one of these will have just a gold side. You can just use that side. It's almost like you're getting 2 beads for the price of 1. So you're going to be getting in that collection 100, but am I right in saying I've got 2 pots of 100? 400 altogether. So I'm getting 200 of the blue luster and then 200 of the jet glitter metallic colours. Let me show you these ones. I think these are beautiful as well. They look like the best Santa Maria aquamarine. They're gorgeous, really cool. And they're lovely, that glow again. So can you see how you've got a drill hole running through the centre of these, really nice drill hole central, and you can stack these in loads and loads and loads of different ways. So there is a short queue on the phone lines, I'm being told, but short is the operative word, which means we should be with you in just a few seconds actually. Do not forget, for me, it is a free phone number as well. I just want to strand some of these on wire and see how they sit, because I imagine they're going to sit. They're going to sort of tessellate, aren't they? I'll just put a couple on. Oh yeah, look, they do. They do. Look, they tessellate. How pretty is that? It's cool, that, isn't it? Got a bit of a kink in the wire, hence why it's sat. But look how they tessellate together. So actually, you don't even have to go seed bead wild with these if you don't want to. You can just use them. I've got less than 20 available now. Your deal, your price is today £26.95. Now it shouldn't be, obviously it's considerably more than that, but we are actually mimicking the opening price deal for you. So do make the most of it, because you're getting these 2 colours, which you can see beautiful sort of lighter and darkers of the blue, and then you're getting 2 of these mystical designs here. 400 in total, and your size on the seed beads is 11080. You're getting the opaque bright purple. That is a really bright fun purple, isn't it? But you've also got the gold, the galvanised. Oh blimey, well the galvanised ones you expect to be more, don't you? Galvanised seed beads. Usually your galvanised seed beads can be fetching, well, in other locations, can be fetching sort of £12 each, can't they? £12, £13 each. Lots of people are holding on the phone lines, and I suggest you continue to hold on, because these spectacular deals will not last forever. So keep down in through for those ones, please, because very popular. Oh, I love Tiffany Opal. Have you never seen it before, Ross? Tiffany Opal's really pretty. Tiffany Opal's an interesting one because it is essentially, it is an opalized fluorite. Okay, so it's almost, not quite, but it's almost the joining of 2 very famous gemstones to create one. And what you get with this beautiful, beautiful look is the most dreamlike, subdued hues that just aren't really mimicked anywhere else. And what you get when they're on cabochon like this is this incredible sort of almost halo of light. So where they're thicker, it's sort of opaque, but then they become more translucent as they guide off towards the ends. This is a 1 locational gemstone, only found in 1 place in the world, which is in the USA, but as you can imagine, the USA is a pretty big place. The USA is a pretty massive place, but actually it does only come from sort of 1 main location, which is in it's the Spore Mountain range. I don't know if you know Utah well, but the Spore Mountain range is kind of where these are formed, very, very close to that in Utah. So that is where this gemstone is from. It's 1 locational, and it almost has this sort of Tiffany glasswork feel to it. It's beautifully mosaic. £29.95 is fantastic for something that is so scarcely seen. Be honest with yourself. How many times have you seen this on your local high street? I doubt there's any of you saying more than once, probably, you know, probably saying 0. What I'm bringing to you here is your beautiful Tiffany Opal at $29.95 usually. It is a beautiful gemstone to touch. It's got a very calming finesse to it. It's very bang on trend with that wonderful sort of ultraviolet hue. $22.95 is today's closing price point. There's so much you could do with these because they are so sizable. Imagine, you know, your individual pendants with these. You're working out about 38 pence per carat, which for Tiffany Opal, which is so scarcely seen. Even if you just think of the air miles of this, I mean, core blimey, and I've been on a journey, hasn't it? At that price point though, we're bringing to you really ultimate quality, and that's what you get. Tiffany Opal, just to let you know, as I said, Tiffany Opal sort of almost like the opal and almost like the fluorite, almost growing together. That's kind of what it's like. It's like an opalized fluorite basically, but with that growing together. It's something that we very scarcely get to see, and I think if you do make and sell, it's definitely going to stand you out ahead of the crowd. I like the idea of a Tree of Life on top of that. Or the amethyst. Ooh. About 16 minutes 7 seconds till the amethyst, a bundle. Lowest ever new price we're going to. 468 are the sizes. And what? Online, because it's open for pre-order. Do they know the closing price online? You can see a previous closing price. But you don't call today previous ween, do you? You call it Halloween. So we're going to a Halloween, lowest price. Right, let's move on before it gets embarrassing. Yeah, jadeite. Sorry, I was a bit late then. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I love feeling jadeite against the skin. It's so cooling. Really is beautiful. Love hearts. Your love hearts, or are they? Because they could just as easily be a bow, petals. They could be ivy vines, couldn't they? £19.95 for your Burmese jadeite. That's for 190 carats worth here. Always pretty much classified as one of the top 10 rarest gemstones in the world when you look at the top 10 list, which comes out about every 6 months. Jadeite is, you know, always there essentially in that top 10. You can pay hundreds of thousands of pounds for really good quality Burmese jadeite, especially at carat weights like this. In fact, you can pay millions, but especially at carat weights like this, I think that's a very affordable price point for something absolutely beautiful. Very serene, goes great with your amethyst. Actually, I'll show you it with my medium-sized amethyst. Oh, that's good. That works, doesn't it? Because it's almost like, you know, when you see, if you imagine like a bluebell wood in a frosty morning, and you know that sort of frosty green colour, it's almost the Burmese jadeite, and then the sort of frosty bluebell colour. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go with the Bronze Goddess Tila collection. Oh, if you love your Tila beads, or your Tyler beads, or your Tilla beads, they are called Tilla beads, but they always remind me of Attila the Hun, and you know, who died of a nosebleed by all accounts. Little useless facts brought to you by, I love facts. It was a rubbish one. Let me bring to you here 4 packs of your Tilla beads. I always think of them as Tyler beads because I think they're a little bit like tiles. But what you've got here is you've got your large tiles, and then you've got your half Tyler beads. So you get drill holes in both of them. You get 2 drill holes. So these ones are your half Tila. So if I'll show you what I mean here. So if I grab a couple of these out, here you go. So you get one flattened side and one slightly domed side. So this is your flattened side, and that's your domed side. As you can see, each of them has 2 drill holes. And then, can you see how your half tilers are much thinner? So it's almost like getting one of these and slicing it in half, like that. So these stack up really beautifully, and I'm sure I've got a DVD relating to this actually, which maybe later on in the show, or maybe I've made it up. But there is a DVD I know that we do, and I'm sure we've got it on tonight's show. Is it in like the last hour or something? We've got like herringbone weave bracelet. Or have I literally made that up? Herringbone Stitch, the Basics DVD. Yeah, I think you use your tilers on that. Well, you definitely can, can't you? You definitely can. That's in the 9 o'clock hour, just to let you know, that DVD. So yes, you've got your half tealers and you've got your dark bronze. You've also got the clear and the silver and the metallic gold, 5 mils on those. We're going under 20. These are usually much more expensive than your average seed beads. That price point for what you're getting here really is very good because, as I said, they normally are much more expensive than your general average seed beads because of the time that they take to create, because, you know, they're two-sided. So if you imagine us making a normal seed bead, imagine making a really long tube, or like a sausage roll shape, and then slice, we're done and dusted. These, though, they're double-sided. You need to do the dome side, the flat side, and then you need those 2 apertures in there. So it does take longer, which is why you would normally expect considerable amount more, but at $17.95 as your closing price today, you've got a really good deal there. Got that herringbone DVD, and speaking of DVDs, a launch DVD with a new medium in a way, launching for you tomorrow, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's worth setting your alarm for. Or if you're at work, just judge your lunch break around it. Hiya, Meryl. I presume your boss is called Meryl. Hiya, Meryl. Do you mind if I go on my lunch an hour later? Do you mind? And how nice would that be? Go on your lunch at 2, stay with us for an hour, and then you're back into work at 3, but then you leave in like 2 hours, don't you? Ooh, that sounds like a treat. Ask Meryl. Anyway, I'm moving on to the other kits. Ooh, green zircon needles. Quite a big kit, Oh, it's here by itself. Thank you, Ryan. How's your Halloween at, Ryan?
My what, sorry?
Halloween.
How's my Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah? Yeah? What are you scared of?
I don't like the dark.
You don't like the dark? No. The dark is creepy though, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know what's there.
You don't know what's there? No, you're right. God, that's a good summary of the dark. It's all about doing your own dictionary. Anyway, I am bringing to you here your Cocoa Bead Bonanza. Being on once before, very popular. So you do get the needles in this. You also get the green colour of the Wildfire, which I guess designs like Kleshner absolutely love, because she always says if she's inspired by Mother Nature and she does something sort of, you know, Mother Nature inspired, green's perfect because it goes with the flora and faunas and it kind of hides a little bit. It's going to hide in particular on the colours of seed beads that you get in here. So you can see you're getting 2 packs of each of these 2 colours. You've got the Cocoa Green Zircon, 200. You're also getting your full Aurora Borealis Jet, 200 of those ones as well. So you've got these beautiful 2 colours, some with the translucency and some, as you can see here, I'll grab one of them out, opaque, but with a really nice, almost sort of petrol-like finish to them. Very pretty indeed. And don't they go great with the seed beads that are behind them? So in here, you've got that gorgeous green, and you've got the golden as By the way, the needles are a size 10, I should mention. £34.95 is your closing deal. Now let's break that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 items I've got here. So how much is that each, Ross? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. £4.36. Now that is a fantastic price when you consider we have seen these exact needles at £6.99, £7.99 in other locations. We've seen Wildfire at £14 in other locations. So even just considering the price of them, you know, you're getting these for an absolute bargain, aren't you? Especially when you consider also that you've got that lovely sort of galvanized-esque look on the ATOs, and you've got that lining coming through on the 11Os. And actually the lining on these is a gold lining, which is really unusual. I'm used to seeing the silver lining. But these ones I think add a little bit more luxury, don't they? I've got to move on now. Got loads to fit in. Amethyst is coming up in one shopportunities time. Oh, go on then. Thanks, Ryan. Brand new price point on that, don't forget. Before it, let me do Starling Silver. Oh, there's little charms in here. Oh, these are so cute. Stardust spacers with star cubic zirconias. Oh, you're getting loads of these too. Oh, they're so pretty. What does a star mean to you? Wish upon a star? Does it mean maybe someone's done well, like an A star? Does it mean maybe that someone's really, really good and that they are a star? Maybe, you know, it means to you sort of, you know, thinking of someone who's passed. You know, in The Lion King, they have that part, don't they, that sort of says anyone who's a loved one, when they pass, they turn into the star, don't they? Whatever it means to you, I think there's gorgeous connotations with it. I really do. It's beautiful and a gorgeous gift to give to someone. Because whether you're, you know, an 18-year-old female or a 22-year-old male, you know, depending on how you put this, it's a very unisex shape, isn't it? £16.95. Now, in this collection, you're going to be getting 20 of the 5mm Stardust spacers, and you're going to be getting 5 of the cubic zirconia 925 sterling silver. So you've got 67p per element. If this were from one of those well-known charm stores, what would you expect? £40? Easy. Easy peasy. But actually today, working out per item less than £1. 20 of the 5mm spacers, which is a really nice in-between size, and then 5 of those beautiful cubic zirconias. So with 5, I've got earring, pendant, bracelet, ring maybe. Well done to you all. Okay, it's time. I'm about to bring to you an amethyst which actually surpasses itself, I think. This amethyst is not the expected. I am a February baby. If you are and you know anyone who is, then they too are an amethyst baby. That means it's their birthstone. And what I'm offering to you today is an amethyst which almost steps out of its box. It almost sort of does what is above and beyond. And I love that. I love it when anyone does that. You know, I love that when you know, if a person kind of, you know, oh, well, you're good for this or you're good for that, you'll never be able to achieve this. They kind of surpass themselves. I love that. There's something magical about that. I also love it when gemstones do it, and that's what I believe this gemstone has, because for its colour and for its clarity and light interaction, I think I could probably name 1, 2, 3, 4 of the locations I would get to before I found its final location. It has surpassed itself in beauty, and our wonderful buying team and our beautiful cutting team all the way in Jaipur have surpassed themselves to bring you true astonishing beauty. And I'm about to bring you the lowest ever price for this spooktacular. What I've got for you here is absolutely divine. Now I'm only going to show you 2 of these strands because for some reason the third one hasn't been sent over, but don't worry, we have got a recording of 3. This is sublime. If I showed you this, what locations would you expect it to be from with that Rose de France colouring? But actually with that sort of clarity that you might expect from Zambia or even Moroccan. You have got here the absolute crisp clarity, that beautiful diversity of light naturally from Brazil, which I think is astonishing. When I think of Brazil, I don't think of this kind of intensity of hue. I think of a different hue altogether. In fact, I don't imagine from Brazil to be bringing you this kind of intensity. I definitely don't imagine to bring you this kind of clarity, especially with the dwindling mining region as it is, and Brazil sadly is a dwindling region for most of its gemstones, in fact amethyst being included. Less and less people turning up, less and less people going back because the numbers are so low. What we've got for you here really is premium quality for its location. So if you like it, the graphics are about to come live, so I suggest you start dialing because a brand new load's coming in. Your graphics are now live. That means that you can get yourself online or on the phone and grab this for yourself. So you are getting 3 strands. I've shown you the 8mm and the 6mm. It's the 4mm I've not got here, but you can see it here in the recording. There it is, right at the forefront there for you. So can you see how that quality is still the same? Your price point that we're about to show you is not where we are sticking. You ready for this? That is the price point that it has been, and it is the lowest it has ever been seen at. At $39.95 it's a good price, but $34.95 is the lowest price we've ever shown you this on. I am bringing you quality and beauty that really is, you know, unforeseen in a way. You know, it's not what you would expect to get that beauty and clarity that gives you this glow, and boy doesn't it half give you a glow. You can't really see it because of the way the lights hit this. So imagine this is the gemstone, the light's hitting it here, so because I'm sat behind it, get the benefit of the glow. And literally on the table I have got these little pools of light that cascade one into another, and they are purple pink pools of light that you're getting. It's absolutely incredible. So what you're getting here is 3 strands at 1 price point, and for this really unforeseen opportunity, because really genuinely that clarity is unseen for this region. It is unseen in this region for this colour really, but it is even more unseen because of the closing price we're going to. Everybody pays the low, and here it's coming in for you now. Good luck everyone. £24.95. We have given you a brand new low price here. That's £10 saving you've just got on the previous lowest ever price. And what we're bringing to you now is not £11.65 per strand, but in fact £8.31 per strand. For the crispness and the clarity and the cleanness that you're getting here, it's a really spectacular price. Bearing in mind these are natural, remember, you know, I haven't sprinkled a bit of pixie dust on these to give them that clarity. We can make things look clearer. I don't know if you knew that, but we can quite easily. We just inject it with glass or a lead-based substance often. It happens a lot, especially with emeralds and things like that, just to sort of almost not fake its clarity, but intensify its clarity. These haven't needed it though. We've got the premium quality here, the premium, epic, bestest of qualities. £24.95 for all 3. And yet, we are not going to stop there. We're already at a brand new closing price. You've got 1 minute until we drop that price. The clock is starting now. You're going to get 1 minute, and then we're going to take it lower. Now the reason I'm giving you that 1 minute is because we know those of you who trust us, who go, Bex, wait, you've already taken a tenner off the lowest ever price point, so actually I'm happy with that. I'm going to dive in now. You've got 45 seconds to beat the queue. Some people who might not know us and might not trust us, they might go, all right, well, you're going to take off 50p. Well, it's pretty good, £10.50p, that's good, £10.50p, that's good. But I'll wait and see, I'll just wait and judge it. They're going to dial through once that price hits. If you're dialing through now, you know, if you know us and you trust us, you know we're not just going to take off 50p or even just £1. This is a spectacular opportunity, and in fact, from its original deal, what you're going to be getting is pretty incredible. In fact, it's astonishing. I'm about to bring to you right here, right now, all 3 strands of 4mm, a 6mm and an 8mm for under £20. So dialing through, the price is about to come in. The price is coming in. Well done for getting them early. Well done. I know there's a few of you still holding on the phone line. You don't have to hang up or anything. Stay where you are. You're just at the front of the queue now. £19.95 from the original lowest ever price, £15 off. That's what we're doing this evening. That's what we're bringing to you for this spooktacular. We are not just bringing to you, you know, just these, you know, sort of willy-nilly opportunities. We are bringing to you absolutely spooktacular deals. They were £11.65 each. They are now £6.65 each for 3 strands, 4mm, 6mm and 8mm. I know I've only got 2 here, for some reason we only got 2 sent over, but you will be getting all 3. You can see them in that recording, how beautiful and crisp and clean they are, and look how great as well they go with today's must-have. This is coming up in about 8 minutes. But don't they look good together? In fact, better than good. Delightfully good. I don't know, I tried to make that sound spooky. Did it work? Many of you quivering behind your pillars now. Ooh, well done, absolutely every single one of you. I've got Hertfordshire, Lancashire, Cardiff, Bedfordshire, Hertfordshire again, Tyne and Wear, Cheshire, Essex, West Yorkshire, East Lothian, undisclosed location. I've got a brand new caller in as well on this one. A huge well done. Do you know what, actually, it's interesting because amethyst is one of the most popular gemstones for first time bidders. Yeah, it is. Amethyst and labradorite as well as the other one. And sterling silver actually wins both of them. Wins both of them? Not a proper sentence. Beats both of them in popularity. Oh, I've just winned you. People who are coming through and getting two. Just saved 30 quid, says Ross. £30 back in your pocket. Oh, don't mind if I do. And remember, this is amethyst as well. As in, it's not, I don't know, Halloween sweets. No, to me. We've got like a bowl of Halloween sweets. They're not going to last till next year. Not just because we're all greedy guts, although that's partially it. But also because, you know, best before date. These don't have a best before date. So long as you look after them and you know, put them in a nice safe space, your jewellery, these are going to last and last and last. These are going to last not just 5 hours or 5 weeks or even 5 years. These could last 5 decades quite easily in your heirloom jewellery. And who knows, they may well even go up in price, mightn't they? You never know with a gemstone. That you never can tell. But yeah, £12 discount, I was going to say. It's not even that. It's more. £15 discount. We are going to head to a break in about 30 seconds, did you just say? Oh no, we're going to head on to something else in about 30 seconds, just to let you know. So do feel free to grab them. Really nice for you to join me this evening. Thanks very much. Are you tucked up inside? Have you got the lights off, pretending? You're not in, so the kids don't knock on. Have you? Be honest. How many trick-or-treaters have you had so far? I only had one last year. One. That was it. I didn't mind, though. More sweets for me. We don't really have that many trick-or-treaters around our way, which is brilliant because I'm always like, oh, I better get 4 mega bags of sweets just in case. Just like that by myself. Anyway. Just on the what's-its tonight, though, so just so you know. After the break, this is coming up. Before it, though, sterling silver wire. Now, I am launching a brand new DVD and sort of brand new technique and medium tomorrow on the mid-show for the mid-show birthday. It starts live at 1. So worth being in for. And if you finish work, you know, at 5 o'clock tomorrow, whatever, and get home, just remember after the mid-show, obviously, after the night show, obviously, to get it on YouTube. But I'm mentioning that with this because that brand new DVD, imagine doing it in sterling silver, based on the heady sort of wires designs that we've seen lately. Oh, gorgeous. You've got oodles in here. 1 metre of your 0.8. And 10 metres of your 0.4. So these are really big spools. You're getting 10 metres of the 0.4, 1 metre of your 0.8. Should have been £35-ish. Not today. Not today. £27.95. Have I got my weighing scales round? No, probably not. No. But I think serious weight on these. It's got to be, hasn't it? Got to be a serious weight on these ones. All the way up. Thanks so much, long arm Ryan. Ryan, you're so helpful in the studio. You should think about getting a promotion to head director or something. Oh no, wait, too late. How is the new job role, Ryan?
Oh, it's great.
Is it? Do you like it? Is it more work?
A little bit.
A little bit. A little bit. Kerry's just gone, no. Oh, you have to do the rotor and everything. Oof. Balance. Oh, Kerry's changed the tune. I'm only joking, Ryan. You worked really hard, I bet, thinking, don't put me on rubbish shows. Oh, I don't want to be on hard shows. Guess the gram weight? Correct. 18.5 grams you're dealing with in total here, so there's a big amount. So big amount of sterling silver, big amount of luxury, not such a massive price though. Do you know what else these are going to be perfect with? Those wonderful pearls that I have coming up for you. These pearls I've never seen or brought to you before. They're dainty, they're delicate, they're bijou. But for me, it's not only the natural colour, it's that impeccable sheen. If you love the look of those, don't go anywhere. Your spooktacular continues in about 3.5 minutes.
It's easy to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 65,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
At Jewellery Maker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
Wake up and tune into Jewellery Maker every morning at 8 AM for our early bird special. We have some great offers, amazing deals and great prices to bring to you. So that's 8 AM every morning, and you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm. Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people?
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, themed shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
The Jewellery Maker phone is free from a UK landline, so call us today to place your order.
So, how do you tell the quality of a pearl? Because quality, right, let me ask you another one. How do you tell the quality of a diamond? 4 C's, isn't it? Yeah? Carat weight, colour, clarity, cut. Colour, alright, fair dues. Colour for a pearl, very, very, very important. If it's dyed, doesn't really matter so much, you know. It basically, generally, dyeing will lower the price of something. If you're looking at, sort of the dark, browns almost of a natural colour pearl, they're sort of your lower price. And then if you're getting more of your champagne colour, that's a bit more expensive. Then if you've got the white colour naturally, again, don't forget we can get white by bleaching any old pearl, but to get it naturally, it's a bit higher in price. And then to get your pink hues is generally a little bit more expensive because they're rarer, and above that even then your purple. So colour is important. But you can't judge carat weight because we don't judge pearl on the carat weight, it's an organic. So you can't judge carat weight. We don't cut pearls because, you know, they're sort of a 3, 4 on the Mohs scale. If you cut them, you ruin them. So we don't cut them. And you don't judge them on clarity because they're opaque. So basically, what, you only judge it on colour? Well, no, you don't just judge it on colour, you judge it on size, but also one of the most important is the quality of orient. Now, the orient is often what we refer to as sort of the surface. It has this sort of translucent halo about it. And the best way to judge it is if you are looking at a pearl, how clear is the reflection in it? Does it look out of focus? A bit like if you took a picture of it and you'd kind of zoomed in on the wrong bit and it kind of looked fuzzled? Or does it look nice and crisp and clear? Because you want the latter. That's what we pay for. You pay for the latter. Have a look on this. Does the reflection and the light look confused or crisp and clean? Because to me, it is exceptionally crisp. Exceptionally crisp. Obviously, it moves because these are the nugget shape of the bijou pearls, but it is incredibly crisp. You can even see the flatness of the table that I'm holding these above, and you can see the beauty of the lights. This is a great example actually here, because this is in the daylight recording simulator box. Can you see those crisp lines? There's strip lights in that box, well, you can probably tell, can't you? It's the crispness and the clearness. So basically what we've got here is you've got that crisp, beautiful orient, but also you've got that beauty of the colours, including some of the more expensive ones that I've mentioned, like your whites, your pink and your purples. So this is offering you a lot. And that's why we made it today's must-have. And your graphics are about to come live. Now, I have already got a few of these gone on pre-order, probably sort of 7 or 8% of these already gone. But we have still got some available. So if you like them, then you know what to do. And a huge well done to those people who have already got it. You have got your natural multicoloured freshwater pearls. Aren't these absolutely exquisite? Especially as of late, natural colour pearl-wise like this, we've been bringing you the larger sizes, haven't we? Have you noticed that? We've been bringing you, to me anyway, we've been bringing you more of the sort of 6 mils upwards. I've brought you a lot of 8 mils and 9 mils lately. So you might want the more bijou, the more delicate, the more dainty pearls, because you don't always, for example, let's say I'm making myself a necklace with, you know, 8 mils, 8x9s. I don't necessarily want an 8x9 around my wrist, am I right? Clumsy kitten, me. So, you know, I don't really want to do that necessarily. What I'm bringing to you here is something more dainty, more delicate, that has less opportunity that I'm going to catch it on something or whack it against a door or scratch it. These are totally natural in their colour and in their shaping, because of course we haven't faceted these. And what you've got is that beautiful quality of that hue, not just the white, but also the peaches and those pinks and those lovely purples as well. So you've got a little bit of something for everybody. How much would you expect to see pearls on the high street, Ross? What would you say, Ross? Pardon? 3 figures easy, he says. 3 figures easy. Easily peasily. Yeah, of course you would. They're pearls. They're expenses, aren't they? You know, pearls, you think of something that is maybe not always achievable for everyone to own, you know? This is something very high-end. This is, you know, something very luxurious and something that actually people, as I said, you know, aspire to own pearls, don't they? Today, we're giving you an aspirational gemstone at a price point that doesn't mean, you know, selling your car. We are going to bring you a price point under £20, Ross says. When we get there, he says. Everybody pays the final low price, don't forget, and to get your natural pearls at the price point you're about to is fantastic. So, not only is it going under 20, we're going under 10! Woo! See how I turned that round, made it creepy at the end. Very on with the theme. I am bringing to you £7.95 on this strand of beautiful pearls today. Now that is exceptional, especially when you consider you've got a full necklace length here. Don't forget you have. If you measured this out, it's around about 38 centimetres, and that's kind of as a standard minimum, really. There is a bit of a queue on the phone lines. Ross is making me aware. How long, Ross? About a minute, Ross would say. About a minute, he'd say. But it's well worth it. So if you dial through now on 0800 644 655, press option 1, you'll get through to the call centre. Apparently they're picking up a bit quicker now. So yeah, you'll get through to the call centre. They're only a few doors down the road in our old studio, don't you know? Yeah, do you remember when we used to be in that other building, that room? That's now our call centre. I know, wonderful world we live in. But yeah, they are literally a few doors down. They're very helpful if you've got any questions for them. So do feel free to grab it right here, right now, if you possibly can, because it's £7.95. That really is spectacular for, quite frankly, a multi-pack of chocolates, let alone a genuine strand of pearls. That's brilliant price point. Loads in baskets, I'm being told. Speaking of baskets, ooh, coming up for you in a second. How cool is this? I've never seen this before. Coming up for you in a few seconds. Isn't that fab? It's a proper bag. I'll fold out for you and everything in a bit. Woohoo! By the way, speaking of cool things coming up, I've also got the turquoise, which I'm aware I haven't shown you yet because I didn't want to show it too early because I knew it was a bit of time away. But I'm going to. These people are just the most recent people to come through and buy this. There's many a folk before them, and it doesn't tell you how many they've bought. So do make sure you check it out whilst you can now. California is the last person to buy. Well done, California, eh? Has anyone been to California? Kerry, well done. Oh, you have, Kerry, what a shock. In fact, I have as well. I don't know why I'm taking the mickey out of you. Oh, I've been as well. And you're going again next year. Why? Cruise? Just an holiday? Disney, of course. Oh, it's either a cruise or Disney with Kerry. One or the other. £7.95. Huge, well done. Wasn't that turquoise nice? Ooh, and it'll go nice with that Labradorite I did for you before. I am going on a cruise soon, yeah. I'm going on the exact same cruise as Kerry. Not at the same time. I said, oh, I'm going to go on that cruise. And she went, yeah, when are you going? And I said, and she was like, oh, I better change my dates. That's not what happened. Anyway, well done. Oh, do you know what? It'll also go nice with this star I did for you earlier on. Or should I say, spooktacular. How's your evening going? How many trick-or-treaters have you had knock on? You heard any brilliant spooky jokes today? Have you, do you know any interesting Halloween facts? For example, I found out this. Halloween is taken from two words. Hallow meaning holy and ween meaning evening. Holy evening. Yeah. Used to be the signifier of the end of summer, by all accounts. I mean, these are just things I've heard today. £7.95, I'm leaving it with you. And we're moving on to the bag. Oh, I'm so excited. I love anything that makes me look crafty and organised. And this, to me, is a seriously crafting organised bag. Do you know what it reminds me of? Cath Kidston. I mean, not even joking. Am I allowed to say that? Yeah, I'm allowed to say it. I'm not saying it is Cath Kidston, but it just reminds me of it. And I think what you've got here is really cool. So let me just show you around it first. So it's like a water-resistant covering. So even if it's absolutely tipping it down, which it does here in the UK now and again, doesn't it? If it's absolutely tipping it down, it's just not going to get soaking. You've got right here in the middle as well, which is kind of hard to show you, but you've got a really lovely lining on this, very professional finish. And then you've got your zip as well, that funnily enough zips across. Sorry, I can't do it to you. Sorry, I can't do it to the camera. But there you go. It zips all the way across, so it's nice and sort of tucked in. You've got big pockets on this. So I've got two at the front, and I've got one at the side, one on each side, and a large one large one with Velcro on that side. We haven't got a huge amount of these. Really, really big. Whether you're, carrying things to your, stand or whatever. I think this is a really modern and really popular print. Look, it is. It's very popular. Look, it's not the same, obviously. This is not like for like, but I think Cath Kidston are one of the biggest providers, aren't they? And if they're doing a very similar pattern, I think it's absolutely beautiful. And it is quite similar. Obviously, it's not the same, but, you know, they're using it, aren't they? A baby bag. Oh, yeah, look, there's another one here. Woo. Not the same, but not a million miles away, is it? Not a million in design. And I'm thinking, Cath Kidston, they know what they're on about when it comes to fabric and prints, don't they? So quite cool that you could get something similar-ish to it. This is from Hobby Gift. It says the little Hobby Gift just there. $19.95 today for the final few. It has been on air before and it has been extremely popular. So not a mammoth amount of these ones left. Last of stock. And just to remind you, there's 2 pockets on this side, 1 larger one on the other side, and then the 2 on the other. I think it's beautiful. You could do these for absolutely loads of things, couldn't you? What's the name of a witch who lives in the desert? A sandwich. £19.95. Also quite comfortable, I can imagine. Yeah, it is, even when that's weighing it down. Because you know that. Oh, what about this for your bag for life? Because let's face it, we always forget it. And so you end up spending 10p on those carrier bags and they cut into your hands, don't you? You know what I mean? You sort of have them all piled up. This, because it's got a really nice big strap, very comfortable. Lovely. Okay, I'm moving on now to final 10 of those, less than 10. Where, which number? Oh, lovely. Oh, I love this. So, coral. We do not sell coral anymore, if you notice that. In fact, it's not just us. Nowhere, essentially, will be selling coral anymore. You cannot get your hands on it for love nor money, and there's many different reasons for that. We would always get our coral in sort of a sustainable, not sustainable, it's the wrong word, but a way in which wouldn't affect the environment, basically. We never dived for our coral to sort of, you know, rip pieces of coral out. We would always go to lands and locations where the sea had receded, so it was sort of ancient coral. But that practice, and because that happened and so many people did it in that way, it's essentially, you can't get it for love nor money. And we, as many people do, because it's, you know, illegal in lots of parts of the world, sort of refuse to, you know, damage our planet by getting things like this from the actual ocean. This is your fossilized coral, which to me is like truly the closest you're going to get to buying coral until different restrictions and different guidelines and rules come into play. So this really is essentially, in Indonesia, it will be ancient coral which has been fossilized with the likes of silica, that, you know, literally sort of trap this in time. So it's beautiful that you're getting that lovely sort of animal print pattern that is completely and absolutely the real deal, and it is entirely natural. We've not dyed this or anything. And I love the way you can almost see, like, I love this one and the way you're getting this real different personalities. So this one, almost, you can almost imagine the epicenter here, can't you? And it's sort of, you know, sort of guiding out. Whereas this one is very much more, as you would imagine seeing on sort of Blue Planet or something like that. $19.95 to get something monochrome and therefore wearable, but oh so different. It's not to be ignored, is it really? I didn't know we had Sapphirite Garnet in today. Blimey. Sapphirite Garnet's got to be in the top 3 of rarest gemstones we have in our vaults right now. I don't have a huge amount of these. I will never have a huge amount of these until the sort of restrictions are lifted. This, no, seriously. Right, we're going at under £20 for this, okay? So I can't think of a time I've said that for Sapphirite, even on a nugget. Look at how bright and open and fresh this is. There it is for you, £19.95. This is one of the scarcest gemstones you can get your hands on, mainly because the original mining region of this got completely and absolutely closed down a fair few years ago now, due to some quite highly publicised events that took place. What you're getting with this is that beautiful quality and brightness. It's just so fresh. It's spring-like, but it's also quite festive, isn't it? Just look at that luminosity. It's not maybe as acidic as that of a peridot. It's not as dark and as deep as that as a chrome dioxide, for example. It's not as included as any kind of emerald I can think of. Do you think this is the nicest green gemstone? Do you know what? I think a lot of people could get on board with you on that. It's so bright and open and fresh, isn't it? And it's a January birthstone, of course it is. So if you're born in January and you don't necessarily want the stereotypical sort of red garnets, great way to get something different. Wow. What does a ghost use to wash its hair? Shampoo! Did you jump? Did you? Did I actually scare you, Kerry? No. Right, you're playing along. Thanks, mate. That's what pals are for. Go on, Ross. Yeah. Oh, sorry, itchy eye. What's it meant to be? Sugar plum? There's no... Oh no, there is. It's hiding in the corner. Rose gold plated box chain. Oh, I like this one. I love the box chain. I think the movement on the box chain is so nice. Don't you? Oh, feels beautiful. Box chain does, doesn't it? It feels so lovely against the skin. It's not like, it's not sort of as chunky and maybe clunky is the word I'm looking for as some of them. Your price is now in and on your screen at £17.95. It's got a lovely smooth action with a box chain as well. Very easy. Just show you with my pinky finger and my thumb. Ooh, hang on. They are. So it slides down beautifully, really smooth action. You get the two little stoppers on the end. Oh, hello. Hello. We're going again. Oh, don't mind if we do. 2 loops there. So complete the circuit. Your bracelet's done. £12.95 is all you're going to be paying today. So you just complete the circuit and you're ready and raring to go. For example, let's say pop a pearl or 2 in the middle. Or even, to really make the Tsavorite sing, look at that. Oh, with the rose gold. Oh, that works, doesn't it, with that? Doesn't that pop? These pearls, by the way, are at the bottom of your screen, if you do want them. Maybe you just do a peach, a pink, a peachy pink, a purple and a white. That's literally all you could do, isn't it? You might just do 3 of them. You don't have to go wild, do you? You don't have to go loop-de-loop. Well done. Everyone checks out on this then. It is sold out, says Ross. Okay, lavender amethyst now. Blimey, Charlie. Put these with that bundle I did. You know, I did the 4, 6, 8 mil. I mean, it's a totally different feel. Just me, or is this actually kunzite? Looks like it, doesn't it? Don't you think? It's even got the glow of kunzite. Wow, that's beautiful. So, 4 mil I did earlier, with a 6 mil earlier, with an 8 mil earlier. What's the next step up? You guessed it, 10. How perfect, therefore, this would be. Obviously, the clarity is different and the colour is different, but still, size-wise, nice to have something to turn your head. And I did that for £15 off the original price. 16.16, a fine year. 16.16 is not your price today. We're giving you deals left, right and centre. If you love these deals, tune in for tomorrow's mid-show from 1. 16.16. Ross is going, it's not letting me do it. Hang on, let him press some buttons. Here we go. 3rd time's a charm. Yay! £12.95 is now your closing deal on this one. And we've taken every single penny we possibly can off this one for you. So if you like it, here's what to do. JewelleryMaker.com or 0800 644 655. What do birds say on Halloween to get candy? Trick or treat! 10 points to Kerry. Which house are you in this evening, Kerry? Gryffindor? Yeah? 10 points to Gryffindor. Or you could be Ravenclaw if you want. Ravenclaw. 10 points to Ravenclaw. not Slytherin. I'm in Hufflepuff, by all accounts. I've done the quiz. You laugh, but I have. Okay, I'm moving. Did I find out what my Patronus is? Oh my goodness, I did do that. Yours is a husky. I'm sure I did that, but I've completely forgotten. I'm going to do it again tonight. Before the mid-show party! Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, oh, it's been ages since we've seen this properly. Solar quartz is really cool. Imagine, right, so back in the ancient times, they used to believe that quartz was sent by gods, okay? And they believed that quartz was essentially magic water sent by the gods that froze in like stalactite formations and never melted. So it's like a gift from the gods. If you imagine a stalactite growing down, okay, and you imagine the stalactite and you imagine slicing across it, isn't this what you'd imagine it to look like? Because it is me. Can you imagine? You can, can't you? So at the centre of a stalagmite, obviously, if you think of how a stalagmite generally is formed, it's by sort of that drip, drip, dripping of water, and they get longer and longer and longer, and so obviously the centre core has been there longer. That's kind of what this looks like. You're not just going to be getting one, you're getting guaranteed 245 carats, which for me is equivalent of 4 of these ones. Goodness, that's a great price. £7.95. That is fantastical. I'm sure I saw the torch truth before we did. You've got 5 in the recording. I've got 4. You're always guaranteed to get 245. Can I just say, the first time I got given a solar quartz is when my good friend and guest designer Spellbinding Laura Binding whipped up a beautiful necklace, and she gave me this piece of solar quartz. I really, really liked it, and I was faffing around for something in my bag. I think I was looking for my keys or something in the car, and I was outside, and I just it was a clear one like this, and I picked it up, and honestly, the sort of from the centre, you get this rainbow in the cracks and crevices naturally. It's so cool. Sold out. Oh, I'll get me torch of truth on it, just because it's here now, just so you can see what you're going to be getting. Because look, it's dead cool, that, isn't it? Ooh, because it looks opaque, but it's not. Anyway, what's that, the inside of a stick of rock? What kind of rocks have you been having? Because mine say stuff like, I don't know, welcome to Blackpool, and stuff like that. You don't like rock? Do you not? How can you not like a bit of sugary mint? Too hard. Are you a fan of Kendal mint cake? You've never partaken? You're not into mint and sweet? Kendal mint cake. Ooh. Yeah, but Kendal mint cake's not chocolate, although you can have it with chocolate. Is it actual cake? No, but I see where you'd guess that. Imagine sugar melted down a bit, but not so it's a caramel, that tastes like mint. This be Kendal mint cake. Keeps you warm. They took it on the first trek to Everest. Made in Kendal. Not my neck at woods. Oh, you get a beaut. Where's Kendal? It's equidistant sort of between Lancaster and Kendal. Yeah, and it's, well, yeah, you know what I mean, yeah, from here to there, yeah. Oh, it's lovely, you'd like it. It's nice. And you get it in a Thunder and Lightning ice cream. Oh, and it hits you and you're like, wait, what's that? Thunder and Lightning. Chocolate ice cream with toffee, little bits of Kendal mint cake, and then cinder toffee in it as well. Friday crunch. Oh, it's good. It's good. That, straight after, chips, cheese and gravy. Whoa! Chips, cheese and gravy. Essential. Anyway, back to gemstones. What is your local delicacy whilst we're talking of it? Do feel free to text him. Do you have out that you eat around yours? Oh, I had a Welsh oatie the other day, that was nice. Anyway, this is such a cool strand. I've seen the round version of this. I've not seen the triangular faceted version, I don't think. I really like this. It's a little bit like the, do you remember Crystal Maze off of the 90s? Actually, I think it's back on. This is similar in shape to that, isn't it? that bit that they go into in the middle. It's got this really lovely almost terrarium finish. You know, terrariums are huge, aren't they? Very, very popular, very geometric. $8.95, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. That really is good. What gemstones have I got in here? Let me see. I've got some lapis lazuli, I've got some strawberry quartz, I've got some, could be carnelian, could be a variety of agate. I've got a black agate for sure on here. I've got plenty of different varieties, very pretty indeed, very pretty. It's the shape on these that's driving me wild. I think that they're just beautiful. I love the idea of these in cufflinks, don't you? Maybe with the, you know that black findings pack, like the gunmetal findings pack? Such a lovely idea. You've got here an incredible quality. And at $8.95, if everyone checks out, it's sold out. But don't worry, we've got more deals. Where to? Next up. Oh, wow. How much is this bundle? Really? Wow. Okay, I've got a bundle. I'm really quickly going to show you exactly what you're getting. Very quickly, just so we all get a chance, because this is going to be popular. Beautiful hearts, but you're actually getting 2 of the slightly smaller hearts that go with it. So you can use these sort of dropping them down, maybe one atop the other, or you could actually sort of house them all in together to create a 3D design if you wanted. You could sort of, you know, have one locked within another one, maybe with a jump ring. As well as that, you're going to be getting this gorgeous clasp, which I know we all love. Multi-layered, you're getting 5 connection points on this one. And then it's a lovely open back, so that you've got the opportunity to sort of open that up and use it as your multi-clasp. I've also got the Eternity sign, $18.95. That's brilliant. I've got the Eternity sign, which if you are right or left-handed, you can undo and do up. Now that might sound silly to the right-handed people of the world, who, you know, sort of very rarely have to think about this sort of thing. But I am left-handed, and there's some clasps that I just can't do up for love nor money. With this one, because this is a clasp and also that is a clasp, you can do it up either way. And actually, I like the idea of using these separately. Imagine using that as the top of like a clasp or a tassel, for example. And you could just use that as a connector, couldn't you? You could even use it as a bail, actually, couldn't you? And you're also getting the toggle clasp look. That gorgeous Monica Vinader-esque halo design. And then there's your T-bar. I think this wins the award for fanciest T-bar. Not long till award season here at Jewellery Maker. That'd be me. Yeah, I'm presenting it. Who? Yeah, that's me. I'll be doing it. Late show on the 31st. It is the awards, and do make sure you get involved with those votes. I'll let you know more about it when the votes are open. Think so. We do normally, don't we? Anyway, moving on. Which one? Da, 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 da. Oh, goodness. Oh, sweet pea. Do you mind handing me that? 37 it is, my love. Thank you so much. Love connectors. Oh, I really like these. Love heart with an eternity sign running through them. Isn't that nice? That's beautiful. Solid stone silver. So you've got your precious metal here, housed with rose gold, and it is genuine rose gold. It's not just a bit of flash, it's genuine rose gold we've got on here. So really beautiful, luxury on luxury, but not too much of a luxury price tag at £10.95. The phone lines are busy, busy, busy. So we're gonna make it worth your while. Let's go under a tenner. No. £7.95 for you today. I'm having a little giggle to myself because I've just read a joke, which I think is quite nice. Why are all of Superman's costumes so tight? Because they're all a size S. Oh, that really tickled me. Don't you think that's brilliant. I mean, these aren't mine. These are just ones that are up here, but I think that's brilliant. No? Okay, all right. What does a ghost call his true love? What does a ghost call his true love?
His boo?
No, but that is good. His boo. That is very... Do you know what? That might even be better than this. His girlfriend. I prefer yours. That's very down with the kids, Rye, for a gentleman of over 30.
Whoa,
Very.
wow.
What?
Just,
What?
me. That's okay.
How old you was over 30 is very young. You're younger than me.
Wait,
What?
is it?
Oh, is he? Were you upset when you turned 30? Oh, catch yourself on. You're dead young. You're a whippersnapper, Sonny Jim. Anyway. £7.95 is your deal on this one today. So do grab that whilst you can. It's so lovely having you on with me this evening. Thanks so much for being with us. We've got loads more to come for you. Don't forget, I've got that genuine turquoise coming up. Massive pieces. And it is actually Sleeping Beauty. I've also got a garnet which has been whipped away from me, but that's coming up for you in a bit. It's been whipped away, but yes, that's coming up for you in a bit. Okay, before that, wow, okay, I didn't realise we had this on. This garnet per carat generally is the most expensive garnet in the world. Pretty much the most expensive garnet in the world. The carat weight on this is ridiculous. I can actually feel the weight of this. I can feel how weighty this is. That is incredible. Have a little look. Demantoid garnet. Demantoid garnet sparkles and shines better than any of the other garnets. I love it against the skin. It's quite an unusual colour actually, isn't it? But it is absolutely stunning. When you are dealing with demantoid garnet, it's that almost eerie green that you've got there. It's stunning though, isn't it? Demantoid garnet really is classified as one of the most expensive per carat, and when you see it in itself, it's obviously something which it's kind of uncomparable really to anything else. It's something which has a really high value to it. It's something which thank you so much for that, Ryan, you're a love. When you're getting it from Namibia in particular, that's very unusual. Russian garnet I'm used to seeing more in this kind of hue, but demantoid garnet from Namibia is probably what's bringing out that blue back palette to this a little bit more than I might normally expect. It's a really beautiful and increasingly rare gemstone. To be able to get stones of over a carat is a no-go. It's basically unheard of. So the fact that you've got some really big pieces in here is very, very, very special indeed. Oh, really? Wow. That price point, pardon? £1.70 per carat for what is often classified as one of the most expensive and rare of all garnets in the planet, pretty much bar none. This is incredible to be able to bring it to you at that price point. And just to let you know, it is a garnet, but it's quite a hard garnet. You're about a 7 on a demantoid. So it's a nice strong garnet, so you don't have to worry so much about it being scratched and everything else as you might with other gemstones. And remember for me, this type of garnet has the same structure as a diamond. So it's one of the reasons, partially, that you're getting that beauty of shine from this type of garnet. This truly could be one of the most sort of rare and unusual gemstones you have in your collection. And to be able to get it with that sort of silvery green blue is just beautiful. Well done. Moving on, it's lovely to have something different. I like that. Ah, da, da, da. Ooh. Speaking of different, oh my goodness. Okay, this is so cool. Imagine the Van Gogh painting of sort of a starry night. You've got it in strand here. It looks like lapis lazuli add like 7 coffees. Do you know what I mean? It's like lapis lazuli, just like, woo, let's do it, yeah! You have got some serious beauty here. Marcasite, known for these natural inclusions, and then you've got that beautiful dark deep blue alongside it. Goodness, it's stunning. It dances, it really does. Goodness. What a head-turning pair of cufflinks, or a head-turning pendant this would be. Maybe if you've got like an old gold design that would go with this. It's just stunning. Every single one is individual. Every single one is planetary. Every single one is like looking up at a night sky or going to maybe a planetarium. It's vintage as a gemstone, but actually I think with that blue, it's got a lovely modernity to it, almost a little bit sort of futuristic in a way. Actually kind of dystopian future, I think, with that dark blue. That price point is so good for 12 mil of any gemstone, for 12 mil of a shell, for 12 mil of a you know, quartz. That's a good price point. But for 12 mil of a rarely seen marcasite with this much of those beautiful natural inclusions, I think that is sublime. And it's nice too because some of them have more of the sort of pyrite-like beauty to them, like these ones here specifically. Some of them have less, just a little smattering, just a little sprinklet, if you will. That price point is brilliant. I think that's really good. Hiya Mary, how are you, me love? Lovely to have you on board with us today. Halloween was All Hallows Eve, and ancient Celtic, Irish, French and UK calendars. Tonight is oh no, it says it again. What are we saying? Oichi? Oichi equals night and Samhain equals summer. Mary, I was saying this before, that people used to classify this night as sort of the end of summer. So maybe that's related. Mary, I love that. I feel like I've learnt something this evening, and I like that. I really do. Should we balance out with a naff joke? Yeah, go on, let's. I need to read these first, just in case. You know, they might be a bit risque. And I like my job. Oh, gosh. How did the skeleton know what was going to happen next? He could feel it in his bones. I mean, I've heard worse jokes. I work with kids, I've heard loads of worse jokes. How do you know a ghost's been in your fridge? Because there's a footprint in your butter. Doesn't even make sense. Gillian, I know you're only 7, but do try harder. I don't say that really. I'm very loving. Come on, boss. Oh, way up. Let's get Stretch Armstrong on go. Oh, I like these a lot. Okay, these are cool. These are the type of things that if I had them on the mid-show, Gemma Crow would be lunging towards me. These are cool. They've got kind of a bit of a 60s Twiggy vibe about them, I think, don't you? So you've got genuine shell here, but it's like this mother of pearl shell. And then you've got these lovely hoops of the shell. So you could easily use that centralised section there to drop a gemstone in. When you're restranding it, just pop a gemstone through, and or a crystal or whatever you wanted. I think that would work really nicely. We're doing a crash on this in price. Oh, hey up, under a tenner for you. We did a whole under £10 hour starting off the late show this evening. If you missed it, do feel free to look back on JewelleryMaker.com to get those final deals on your £3.95. Because remember, you've paid your post and packaging now. If you've already bought something, you may as well make the most of it and really get those oodles of goodies toward your door. I love that you can see a proper rainbow on some of these. Do you? They almost look a bit like... oh, I don't know. Like when you go to a really posh coffee shop and you get sort of, you know, the crema on top. And then you're getting this magical unicornian quality of rainbow. Did you see the Bake Off final? I'm not plot spoiling, don't you worry. But there was a fair few unicorns this year throughout the old Bake Off, actually, wasn't there? There really was. But there was one on the last one as well. There was a, well, sort of a rainbow design. Very nice. I love those. What gemstone would you put in the middle? Bronzite, maybe? Or labradorite? Could do. Don't forget, I've got a garnet coming up at the end of this hour. I better show it to you. Better add. It's a lovely colour. Proper, like, purpley red. 42 carats, and it is as new as a new strand can be. Don't know where I was going with that, but I don't think anyone noticed. What is it meant to be, love? Ooh, I've not got it beside me. Black and pearl copper wire. I like the sound of this though. We love pearl wire, don't we? Pearl wire is one of our absolute faves. Very, very popular indeed. Speaking of wire, tomorrow's mid-show, it's our mid-show birthday. We are turning 5. I can't believe I've worked here 5 years. Technically, I've worked here a bit longer because I did, you know, training. But yeah, 5 years I've worked here. Isn't that nuts? Crazy. But yes, we have got, thank you, the wire work extraordinaire, Alison Tarry, on the mid-show tomorrow. She's launching a brand new DVD, which is sort of a brand new medium. We've also got like a bundle hour, a sterling silver hour, and a as well. So what I've got, oh, is it your anniversary as well then, Kerry? Your first show. Yeah, it's the same with me. My first show. Here you go, have a little nosy. The black pearl. I've got for you here your beautiful black pearl and, well, black and pearl wire. I absolutely adore the pearl wire, especially when you're getting it in such a thick gauge. We don't get to see the 1 mil that often, let alone 10 metres. So you've not only got 10 metres of the pearl, you've got 10 metres of the black as well in the 1 mil. As well as that, I'm going to be bringing to you 10 metres of your 0.8. You can see there. I've also got in the black 10 metres of your 0.4, and then ending again in your pearl with the 0.42. So you've got mega structural and your weaving wire. I think these are going to be beautiful work in together. £12.95. You are scuttling through for this, which is lovely to see. Please do grab it whilst you can. How much, sorry? £2.59 each. For 10 metres or 1 mil in particular, that's fantastic, and it is a full 10 metres. I just think it's wonderful that we're able to bring you colours that will go well together, but also they're great just as stash topper-upperers, aren't they? So if you do like these, please do. I do encourage you to grab them and check them out as soon as you possibly can, just because you are getting a full 50 metres here at £12.95. It's a fantastic opportunity to get those colours that are almost like a nod towards the monochrome without going OTT. I'm working with Jewellery Maker pearl wire right now. It's lush, says Sarah. Sarah, I love that. Now better is than sitting at home watching and crafting. There's something so nice about it, isn't there? Oh, I hope you're having a fabulous evening. What are you whipping up? What are you whipping up? Go on, let us know. Go on. The pearl wire though, you're so right, Sarah, it is beautiful. It feels dead nice, doesn't it? It just feels a bit different to other wires. Like the actual sheen of it feels beautiful. Oh, Sarah, enjoy your maker. Hope you're having a fab time. Feel free to text in with what you're making. Maybe it's a secret though. If it's a secret, don't text it. Maybe don't. £12.95, a huge well done to you all. The Black Pearl collection for you there. Do feel free to get us through JewelleryMaker.com. Don't forget, that garnet is coming up very, very, very soon for you. So not long to wait on this beautiful new strand. It's going to go great with the amethyst as well. 42 full carats. Very pretty indeed. Yeah! Woohoo! Feast your eyes. I never bring you, well, never. Hardly ever bring to you opal drops. Opal to do in drops is pretty tricky actually. Usually it's sort of en cabochon, isn't it, or rounds. To do them in drops pretty tricky. To do them in drops and still obtain this vast amount of colour, hardly ever seen. Gorgeous this strand. Corker, don't you think? Gosh, that's powerful, isn't it? Not only is it a really, really powerful shape to get it in the drops, which, as I say, very rarely see, but it's that cacophony of colour that pirouettes under the surface. It's the blues, the reds, the greens. A bit of purple, actually, I just spied in the corner there as well. We're going to give you a special deal on this one. Are you ready for this? That's your should-be price. Previous closing price at £149.95. Good price actually. When you consider the full carat weight you're getting here, but also you consider the amount of actual stones you're getting on this. I mean, there's a serious amount, isn't there? £149.95 usually. We're going to do that bigger crash in price. That we are only going to give you a minute at the next price you're going to see, Ross, my producer, tells me. Should we do it? Let's do it. £149.95 usually. Today though, you get 1 minute at this price. £79.95 is your closing deal on this. It has closed at that 150, but today £79.95. You've got 1 minute to win it. That means that that £70 discount, it will last past the minute, but you have to come in and grab it now because we'll be moving on after that minute. And remember that come 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is what, 11 hours away-ish, that will be £150 strand again. This is a phenomenal price discount you're getting there, especially when I hold it out and you just count for yourselves, you know, how many-ish you're getting on here because it's a serious amount. Each one of those is a pendant in its own right, isn't it? I think so. Use 3 in each ear to create the most decadent set of earrings. 15-20-ish seconds left. This is an incredible array. What colours can you see? Pinks, blues, greens, reds, yellows, golden hues. Oh gosh, you've got 4 colours in one in that one I've just seen. But only a few seconds left till I have to move on. Well done everybody, £79.95. That's a corker of a deal. A huge well done, well done. Okay folks. Wow, that was good. Let me bring to you some sterling silver gold plated pendants. They're lovely. Very Monica Vinader-esque. I think these are just beautiful. Perfect for your chandelier earrings. Because you've got 1 hole at the top and then 3 at the bottom, look. Have a little nosy. Oh. So you've got see the hole at the top? But then at the bottom, look, you're going to be getting 3 of them. So how great would it be if you put your shepherd hook here and then you do 1, 2, 3 drops there? What do you think? So you do 1, 2, 3 of those drops, especially as you've got 2. I think that's a lovely sort of chandelier set of earrings. Maybe you can do the, you know, sort of drop down detail with these with birthstones or even with tassels. Tassel earrings are massive at the moment. I actually bought some the other day. I know, I should have made them, but you know, I didn't have time. You are going to be getting 2 of these in total. They're very big, they're very eye-catching, and remember, they're not just large, they're large and solid stone silver. Solid stone silver and your gold over the top, your Alexandra collection, under a tenner. £7.95 for that gram weight. You're looking at way over 4.5 grams, way over 4.5 grams of precious metal. That is a serious amount. Approximately 2.40 grams in each ear were these to be your earrings. But of course they can just be a pendant. I quite like the idea of imagine doing an asymmetrical necklace with these. So for example, from this side that has 1 loop, I have 1 strand of pearls, maybe our today's must have. And then from this side, I do 3 strands of pearls or gemstones, and then they join at the clasp on the back. But that'd be a really nice way of getting a bit of a different asymmetric design, wouldn't it? Something a little bit unusual. You have got the pearls at the bottom of your screen right now are these ones. They've only been seen once before. They were today's must-have that we did for you at 8 o'clock. I do still have some available. We actually took them to £7.95 for you. So I think they'd be a really good size actually, because if you look at the size of the hole on that one, on any of the sides actually, do you see how balance-wise it's not OTT? Because of the sort of finesse, the amount of metal you're getting. If I put it down beside actually, you'll see what I mean a bit better. There you go. You can see what I mean. It's almost fluid, isn't it? You know what I mean? It kind of continues on. It's not like, here's a tiny bit of metal and a massive pearl. It kind of works, doesn't it? They balance out perfectly. £7.95. Please keep dialing through. Okay. Oh, sorry. I said to you I was going to do the garnet as my last one of this hour, but time's escaped us. So I'm going to bring this to you after the break. So I've got 3 star spies. Ooh! in the next hour. Remember, I've got that gorgeous Sleeping Beauty turquoise as well as my sterling silver skulls, and I'm also going to be bringing you this one. So that's coming up for you after the break when I go to it later on. Ooh! Charms and clasps and connectors. I've done this bundle for you before and I remember it being very popular. I'm in last of stock therefore. Let me show you what I've got here. Beautiful, all my sort of hand painted in your metals. Rose design here. We're almost not a million miles away actually, I suppose, from, is it chrysanthemum I'm thinking of? So you've got this beautiful rose design which is mimicked, redders, slippery little things, which is mimicked in the connectors. So the connectors have two loops on either side, so a connector here and a connector here, so it's the same sort of design. And then lastly, but by no means leastly, my absolute favourite box clasp. I love this clasp because it's two-sided. Rose on one side, almost a poinsettia on the other, and you can use both sides. Really nice action and clasp on these ones. So that's how you undo your clasp. You simply squeeze it and pull it apart, and then you just pop it back into that section. And oh, hello, Redders. This is great to do double connectors as well, but you can hear it. You hear that click? There you go. Nice and sturdy and secure. You know it's done the job. You are getting a massive amount in each of these ones. You're going to be getting a lot of the charms, a lot of the pendants, and a lot of the clasps. Your price point? You've also got the smaller pendants as well, actually, or the charm, should I say. I'll show you that one too. There you go. You're crashing down. For the final few of these, it is £22.95, which, for the amount you're getting here, do you know what? If I'm completely honest, you've got 3 of your box clasps here. It's not breaking the bank on 3 box clasps. I've paid not a million miles away different for 3 lobster claw clasps. Fair dues, they were quite a bit bigger, but I've not a million miles away in difference. Beautiful qualities. They are not slippy, these, Kerry. But yeah, it's just lovely in the design. And also I will say, you know, completely seamless front and back on each of these too. Sometimes when you get stuff like this, then it's, you know, got a marking on one side, but these ones don't. Okie one more before the break. Aquamarine. Okay. This is a luxury aquamarine that I'm bringing to you. You can see it's luxury instantly because of the clarity to this. Oh, when I get to bring to you aquamarine, 9 times out of 10 I'm expecting a lot of silks internally, a lot of that opaque nature. This one hasn't though. Beautifully crisp and clean like frozen ice on a lake. What you've got here is a beautiful translation of light. Not only does it dazzle and beguile and dance on the surface, it also has this moment where it almost stays a little bit longer than you might normally expect in the centre. The graphics are live, that means you can now purchase this. It's a beautiful strand and you're getting a lot of gemstones on here as well. I will give them a quick count up actually if I may. It's approximately 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So I'm probably about halfway there. So I'm going to be, you know, just to hedge my bets, I'm probably going to say 50 just to be sort of safe. You've got beautiful qualities in here, lovely crispness in it, haven't you? And I will just say that, remember, when you're getting natural aquamarine from Brazil, you do expect and you do forgive it for having inclusions. This one does not though. It's open, it's fresh, it's vibrant, it's energetic. And you're getting a whopping 48.5 carats today. Your deal. Look at the glow on that. £89.95 for the luxury of your aquamarine, for that highly recognisable yet rarely seen sort of colour and clarity. Working out £185 per carat you're dealing with here. For that ultimate quality, that premium grade, it really is exceptional. You know, we have brought you aquamarine strands at sort of £200, £300, haven't we? But I don't recall seeing them in such large individual carat weights, which, you know, they're not quite a carat each, although the centralised ones will be around about the 5 mil size. But yeah, rocking up near to £1 each with that clarity, with that beauty, it's just exceptional. It really is. At £89.95. It'd go lovely with the amethyst collection I did for you earlier on, actually, where I did a 4mm, 6mm and 8mm. You know, I'm just thinking about pairing these sort of in between it, with it being the sort of 5mm. That might be quite a nice step up. This is your star buy, which is coming up after the break. Your brand new garnets. I love the colour of it, don't you? Do you love the intensity? It's that intensity and richness of the almost sort of purpley red that you've got within this. It's just incredible. It's absolutely stunning. So tonight is of course Halloween. If you are continuing to sit in your living room with the lights off pretending you're not in, so you don't get trick-or-treaters, make sure you stick with us for our final hour before we go to this morning show's repeat, because remember, you paid your £3.95 postage and packaging now, so whatever else you add on to that is just a bonus and completely free in with the P&P up until midnight. So do make the most of it. In particularly, straight after the break, I've got that garnet, but I've also got a few sterling silver coming up in this hour with these lovely skulls, and I've got those whoppers, absolute mammoth Sleeping Beauty turquoise, which they're just divine. They really are. So all of this is coming up for you after the break.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people? Wake up and tune into Jewellery Maker every morning at 8 AM for our early bird special. We have some great offers, amazing deals and great prices to bring to you. So that's 8 AM every morning, and you know what they say, the early bird catches the worm. Are you new to Jewellery Maker? For a limited time, we're offering new customers a wonderful free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful genuine gemstone strands in an organza bag. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share. Buying with Jewellery Maker online couldn't be easier. Just head over to our website, JewelleryMaker.com, and click on the register link. Simply fill in the required fields and you can shop 24/7. You'll also be privy to a faster checkout and personalised offers. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
man, honestly, I arm wrestled this wolf, right, for your sandwich, for your picnic, and I won. He got very annoyed, lashed out. Anyway, I've calmed him down now, he's feeling better, but hi, welcome to Jewellery Maker. It's wonderful to be with you this evening. My name is Rebecca Red Riding Hood, Redican Riding Hood, but you can just call me Little Red if you like, just for tonight. It's lovely to be with you, it really is, in particularly as I brought you some gorgeous new items today, and this is one of them, garnet. Not just any garnet, a beautiful, deep, rich, like purpley red garnet. This type of garnet is iconic. When you think of garnets from the likes of Christie's, Boodles, obviously Christie's being the auction, Sotheby's, for example, being the auction house. I think when you think of those archetypal vintage designs, then you are getting this kind of colouring. It's not always one that we see nowadays though. We see a lot more of the deeper, darker, more intense. Can you see on this daylight simulator, which is what we've recorded this in, do you see how obviously the predominant colour there is red, but it's so blatantly obvious, that back palette of purple? It almost looked like sort of velvet purple, you know what I mean? When you see velvet in the purple, it's kind of got that delicacy and almost that tactility actually of shade and colour. That's what you've got with this, and that's what these big jewellery houses look for. Brand new, never before seen. And today, this is not your closing price. We're not stopping there. We could do, and we will do in future, I'm sure, but as it is a premier price point, I'm going to bring you a first off deal today. $19.95 is not your deal. 2 more crashes, price crashes. You're going to see 2 more prices. $19.95 is not your closing deal. The next price you're going to see is also not your closing price. You ready? No idea where this is going. No idea. Oh, that's a huge price drop already, isn't it? That's a big price drop. And I'm not stopping there. £9.95 is a brilliant price. If you're happy with that price, do start dialing in. Remembering, everybody pays the final closing price, which today is not, I repeat, not, one more time, not, stopping at £9.95. One more price drop coming in. £9.95, nope. £12.95, nope. £11.95, nope. Already under a tenner, 42 carats. Beautiful, rich and intense garnet. We're going to give you another price drop on this. Your final closing price is coming through. Pick up those phones and dial. Get us to JewelleryMaker.com. Get us on the app. If you're modern. Modern. Download the app. £9.95, not our closing price. If you want it, now's your chance. One more price drop coming in for you at 42 carats, brand new, beautiful, purpley reds for you. Everybody paying that final closing price. Don't forget £3.95 as you post your packaging all the way till midnight. So make the most of it. You've already opened your basket. You've got 3 full more hours of goodies to get on board. Final price point are ready to come in. You ready? You are ready for this? Oh, I should make that more Halloween, shouldn't I? It's going to be a thriller. That is your closing deal right now. £7.95. Everybody pays that final closing price point. So, at 18p per carat, absolute bargain. Absolute bargain. 18p per carat. How much is an actual carat? Be honest. That's going to be about, not a million miles off that price. 20p maybe? Maybe 18p for an actual carat. These are going to last much longer. And there's not going to be that naughty little one that gets lost at the bottom of your fridge and you can't find it until it's gone a bit soft. There's always that one little mischievous carat, isn't there, that escapes the packet. I'm free! wee! And then you forget about him. Anyway, £7.95 for you today. Do grab it whilst you can. Multi-buyers are in with me on this one this evening, which is always lovely to see. Thank you so much to you all. It's great to have you on board. West Midlands are in. Are we in the West Midlands? We are, aren't we? We are. Or are we in Warwickshire? Potatoes, tomatoes, who knows? I've got undisclosed location. I've got County Arnhem in, I've got Aintshire in, I've got South Yorkshire in, I've got Worcestershire in, I've got Lanarkshire in, another West Midlands in as well. I've got many a multi-buyer, which does not surprise me at all, because you're getting something brand new, but also at a brand new launch price offer. So that means basically that because today is your first purchase, you get a good discount deal. It's a little bit like when you go into, I don't know, a maker's market and they're trying out a new flavour of jam and they give you like, you know, a try it now price point. So do feel free to grab this one whilst you can. It's £7.95. It's a brilliant deal. Well done to you all. Lovely, isn't it? Don't forget, coming up in this hour, perfect for Halloween. We've had a few skulls and Halloweeny things tonight. Got another one. Oops. This is my star by at past. And then Sleeping Beauty turquoise at the end-ish of this hour. Oh, let me start with the DVD. I talked about this DVD earlier on, didn't I? I knew it. Do we still have any of that Tila or Tyler bundle? Tila, it is Tila. It's Tila, isn't it? Because if we do, you're going to want your Tila beads for this DVD. This is your herringbone stitch basics. And can you see how these are your Tyler beads that I did before? I did you this mega bundle before of full Tilas and half Tilas, and can you see how we've used them in this design? This DVD goes through loads and loads of different things for you to make, including your herringbone, your herringbone with 2-hole beads, your tubular herringbone, your twisted tubular herringbone, and it shows you how to finish it off and add clasp, etc. So we have got here for you a beautiful DVD. There's oodles of different projects in here, and today your deal under a £5. About an hour's worth of demo. I'm just reading more of these jokes. £2.95. Our DVDs are £4.95 as standard. So to be able to get an hour's worth approximately of your of tuition at £2.95, I'm not sure I've ever really, I mean, I probably have in the past, but I'm bringing it to you today, an incredible opportunity. At the bottom of your screen right now is the Tila beads, £17.95. You got, from my memory, 2 packs of the half Tilas and 2 packs of the full Tilas, and you got them in those different colours. So if you do want to grab this, then you know, you definitely know you've got enough to make, because you know what it's like when you sort of start making something and you can't stop. It's really beautiful to be able to do, isn't it? I just think with that amount of different projects, it's going to really keep you going, isn't it? And look, you can use your normal seed beads with it as well. So you can see all of the different projects on here. And what I'd like to is, say I decide to do, I don't know, project 2 on the DVD. I could make project 2 in loads of different colours. And they're going to feel completely different, aren't they? Well done to you all. You're all coming in on this one. It's fantastic to have you... Fantastic to have you all on board with us today. I think it's so lovely that you're joining us on this Halloween, possibly with intermittent doorbell ringing and young people going trick or treat. Not at this time though. Far past their bedtime. Although at this time around mine, you usually get like the like 19-year-old who've driven in the car and they've just put like, I don't know, a hat on and they've gone trick or treating. Pulling a fast one. Yeah, I was giggling because why are skeletons so calm? Because nothing gets under their skin. I think these are brilliant. £2.09. I love them, I do. I love them. I love a naff joke, me. £2.95 is a really, really great deal to get your hands on these. As I said, if this was a workshop, How much would it be? Honestly, how much would a day's worth of workshop be? I don't even know if you could learn them all in one day, actually, could you? I don't know. Probably not. Not to do a full amount. Definitely not. Good work to Leslie, Florence, Evelyn, Catherine, Grace, Maggie, Angus I've got in. I've got Tyne Weir, Dumfries, Derbyshire, Worcestershire, Dorset, West Yorkshire. I've got Greater London and Leicestershire and Cheshire in with us. Do you know one thing I will say too? If you've maybe thought about trying seed beading, but you think they're a bit too fiddly, because these ones have got the tealers or half tealers in use, they're the larger ones, aren't they? So they're going to be a little bit less fiddly. So a great idea to give it a go. Okay, let's do last of stock. No. Ah, the cabochons. Oh, Unikite, a beautiful gemstone at this time of year because it's to do with unity, it's to do with togetherness. Very limited last of stock I've got here. Totally natural, this Unikite. And Unikite is essentially 2 gemstones in one. So you're getting Epido. Oh my goodness, that is a really pretty one I'm holding. Let me show you it. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Goodness. That's lovely. I really like the way the colours on these work together. It's almost like, quite, again, Cath Kidston actually. You know, the Cath Kidston prints that you get, or even, oh my goodness, you know, Liberty prints. Very much that kind of vintage colour. So you've got 300 full carats. It's completely and absolutely natural. The gemstone is said to represent unity. It's said to represent togetherness. So a beautiful one to make maybe for your loved ones, maybe for your best friends, maybe for people who live a while away and don't. What on earth? I was not seeing that coming at all. For 300 full carats you're getting here. And that to me equates to 2, 4, 6. And that equates to me, that is working out less than 3p per carat. Goodness, £7.95 is a fantastic price point for one of these, I think. Pick your favourite. Which one would I be happy to pay? I'd be happy to pay £7.95 for that one, if I'm entirely honest, because it's a bit quirky, it's a bit different. I'd be happy to pay that for something a bit quirky, a bit different, a bit unusual. I'd be very happy. To get the rest of it, to me, is like getting it for free because they're so individual, they're so unique. And remember, if you're looking at them going, Bex, I love them, but what on earth do I do with them? We have brilliant guest designers here, and we put our tuition not only on our website, but also on YouTube as well. So you can always look back on that. And tomorrow, speaking of makes, actually, I've got Alison Tarry joining me for the mid-show birthday tomorrow. So you can. School's coming up at 12:30, so I'm looking at about, 21 minutes, 17 seconds-ish on these little skulls. And then Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Come here, you. Look at him. I'm going to do some spacer beads next. These are sterling silver and gold. Goodness, you can't gold plated. You can't tell when you've got sterling silver, gold plating, because it sort of shines through, if that makes sense. Especially when you've got it on these textured designs, like little pumpkins. Like little pumpkins, aren't they? You've got this lovely sheen to them. And you can't half tell, as I was saying, that you've got sterling silver at the heart of them. Because sterling silver, well, silver in general, shines brighter and higher and gives you more light back to the eye than that of your gold. So when you have your sterling silver at the back of it, it does shine through. It's a little bit like anything, because you might think, well, surely it shouldn't shine through. Surely it has no impact because you're placing it in gold. It's a little bit like when you are painting your house. You're painting, or maybe you're painting a canvas. So you know when you're painting your house, let's say you've got a really dark red on the walls at the moment and you want to make it, you know, a sort of light green. You have to put white over the top first, don't you? Because you could end up doing 5 layers of green, whereas if you white it out one layer, you only have to do two layers of the green. It's the same with sterling silver. So that shine, that sheen is beautiful and vibrant, and it really impresses through that gold. So you're getting a full 20 pieces in here, in the 4mm, under a £5. Whew! Don't mind if I do. 20 in total, 2.5 grams, serious amount. For £3.95. think about if you were to use these in between a necklace, because there's plenty enough for a necklace length there. If you're going to be doing gemstone spacer, gemstone spacer, gemstone spacer, think about how much more money that is going to add to your design. It's not just going to add $3.95, is it? It's going to add way more to it. It really is. It's going to add a massive amount more, isn't it? With that luxury. If you were just using them in between your different gemstones. Way, 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 way more. Absolutely. And even if you want to use them in between, for example, or either side maybe of just one of your Sleeping Beauty turquoises. Coming up at the end of the hour. Not long to wait on that one, of course. But that'd look really nice, wouldn't it? Just one of them in the centre, or even as a choker, one of them in the centre and just a few around the outside. 19p per one. Loads of you in on this one. I'm just trying to think. Okay, what song is this? Because you know I like to do song names. You might not. But I like to read out your names in the style of a song. But I have to think of a song first, hence the quiet time. Evelyn and Carol. Then there is Patricia. There is Jean and Carol and Ella. What was that?
Ghostbusters.
Thank you. 10 points to Ryan. What house are you in tonight, Ryan?
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor, yeah. You've got a touch of the Potter about you, actually. You do. Has anyone told you that before?
No.
Doesn't shock me. Anyway, yes, there's loads of you in for this, essentially. Multi-buyers all over on this one for £3.95. If you are just tuning in, by the way, can I just remind you, tomorrow's mid-show birthday, starting live at 1 o'clock. It is going to be a spectacular. I've got giveaways galore. If we were to boil it all down in like money's worth, I'm talking like £100 worth of giveaways. I've also got coming up for you tomorrow a bundle hour. I've got a DVD launch, which is kind of almost like a new medium in a way. It's like a new technique. It's really cool. I've got sterling silver time for you. I've got tools galore. I've got so many new things that I'm literally not even allowed to tell you about. Some of them are still top secret. Ooh, intriguement. Let me bring to you now my copper Mojave. So what this essentially is a gemstone. All right, how do I put it? It's a gemstone that's basically mosaic together using this sort of copper hued resin, in essence. It's lovely. Really individual and unique. Almost looks like something you might find were you to unhouse a Egyptian tomb, doesn't it? Or if you were to stumble upon a Targaryen holding a dragon's egg. Oh, you don't watch Game of Thrones, do you? Oh, Kerry. She's like, what's a Targaryen? It's a group of family in a game of chairs, should I say. I like to be cryptic. So what you've got here is beautiful turquoise that is really nicely mosaic together. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's almost got this sort of braciated look to it, actually. $24.95. I like it a lot, but I can make it supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If I can, and I will. Second one's them coming out, you know. It is. When we give you the next prize, you get 1 minute to win it, and then we'll move on. You ready for it? Let's do it. £14.95. You've got 1 minute to win this, and you've got £10 savings. So if you like it, now's your chance to pick up the phone and dial on through, or get us at JewelleryMaker.com. £14.95. I will just, say to you, when it has this kind of magical, unique look, you can pair it with seed beads of a similar colour. You could even use it with sort of a gold wire to bring that out, and of course you can use it with your actual turquoise if you want to. Works perfectly, doesn't it? 30 seconds till we're moving on, approximately. I think it's it's quite a luxurious look, isn't it, really? And it is genuinely turquoise that you've got within there as well. It's just that we've sort of housed it together, because we haven't wanted to throw it away. We've housed it together with this lovely copper sort of feel. It's just lovely, it really is. £14.95. Nice work. All I've got to move on 5 seconds. Grab the final few whilst you can. Not long till those schools, don't forget. Love those. Love those. Well done. Okay. Let's go with I thought I got told that we'd had this taken off us. Obviously not. Zambian Emerald. Have you seen all the adverts? All the Gemfields adverts about their Zambian Emerald. I saw one in the Sunday paper the other day. Then I saw one in a magazine that I was reading. I think it was it Vanity Fair? No, it wasn't Vanity Fair. What was it? What magazine did I get the other day? Can't even remember. Oh, Elle, it was. Elle. Yeah, it's everywhere. Why do you think they are maybe promoting themselves at the moment? One reason could be because they sold quite a significant portion of their shares. And the shares they sold, let's say, cost a pretty penny. And I would imagine that they really want to promote themselves so that they can recoup with that incredible quality of the emeralds, and with that popularity and with that promotion, we imagine the prices of things like this may well escalate. This does actually remind me very much of that new Zambian emerald that they found, which is absolutely whopping. But it does. It's got that clarity we hope for but never really normally get, unless it's filled, like I said before. You've got 6 full carats, and today your deal is coming in on your screen at just £39.95. This could be quite easily £100 worth of emerald to me, in my mind. Easy peasy lemon squeezely, because of that clarity, isn't it? Because of that beauty, because of that quality, because of the intensity of natural colour that you've got there. I think you've definitely got the opportunity to do that. Sorry, I was trying to help out there by sallooning across something we'd already done. But I sallooned and it careered. And ended up on the floor, didn't it, Tom? Did that help, love?
A little bit, yeah.
Did it? A little bit. It got it a good 2 centimetres closer, didn't it? Anyway, £39.95 is your deal. If you do want it, then you do know what to do, don't you? Well done. Well done. Beautiful strand there. Could easily be £100 that. Let me bring to you now something spectacular. You may well be thinking, well, what's the point now in getting schools back? Halloween's done. By the time my delivery comes through in a few days, I'll have moved on. But remember, schools do not go out of fashion. I wouldn't have said that sort of, 20 years ago maybe. But now they are everywhere. You're getting them on fabrics, you're getting them on stationery, you're even getting loads and loads and loads of people getting them as tattoos. So this is a trend that's here to stay. And what I'm about to offer you is the beautiful skull motif in sterling silver, but with a bit of added sparkle as your spectacular deal. Oh, it's just a beautiful design. I absolutely love these. Have a little nose of Rooney. And I say these because you're getting through. He's such a happy chap, isn't he? Very happy. Is it just me, or does he remind you of the Damien Hirst? He does, doesn't he? You know the Damien Hirst encrusted skull? Very similar, don't you think? So, let me chat you around it. You can see you've got here your aperture to go through, sort of ear hole to ear hole, if you will. I've then got for you that beautiful opening of the eyes that you could use with your Cerulean. And you could actually add some more Swarovski in there, couldn't you? Now you are getting a solid 3, and if I just flip it, you can see, I don't know if you can actually, they are at the top. Can you see just there it says 925. So everyone knows you're getting the good quality. Have you seen how much sterling silver you need to use there? You have got here a massive amount of sterling silver, and that's because we've had to almost in essence parve set these black cubic zirconia. So you are getting 3 of these in total. Use them in between your designs. I quite like the idea of these on a stretchy bracelet because the drill hole looks big enough for me, but also I could add the knot in there, couldn't I? Especially if I did a bit of twinkle to the eyes. So let's give you a deal, let's give you a discount, let's give you an under tenner. £9.95. I mean, we think of Damien Hirst skull and we think of the millions upon millions, but then we also think about the not copycats, but the people who were inspired, let's say, by that, and the charms that were created of that. Again, £100 for an individual charm, 50, 60 pounds for an individual one. I'm bringing you 3 here at £9.95, and it is so much luxury, so much sparkle, so much interest. What are you going to do with these? Are you going to pair them with other Swarovski? Or are you going to be pairing them with other sterling silver? Or are you going to go gemstone? Maybe you're just going to actually stitch these into something. Now there's a thought. Imagine using those holes to actually stitch it in, because you wouldn't really be able to see that then, would you, from the front? Stitching it in and almost doing, because that's a real design, isn't it? I'm trying to think of the designer I'm thinking of, where they actually do the picture of the skulls in the centre, and then they kind of have the, it's almost like a collage-esque design, and they have, so the skull in the middle, and they have, yeah, Hardy. Yeah, that, no, is it Ed? Is it Ed Hardy? Tom Hardy's an actor, isn't he? Ross is going, is it Thomas Hardy? No, Ed Hardy I'm thinking of. Thomas Hardy is a poet. Tom Hardy's an actress. I'm not talking about either of them. Actress. I'm talking about Ed. Ed Hardy. Yeah, Ed Hardy. That's the one I'm thinking of. That kind of design. These would be really cool for that then. So you could actually stitch into a design and go around it. Whoa! £9.95 for these. There were so many of you with this in your basket, so please, I do encourage you to check out. And also, don't forget that once the mid-show finishes, we're going to repeat the the late show finishes. We're going to repeat this morning's morning show, and then the late show will be back on in the morning. So if you're watching it, it's about 7:30 a.m, then you're watching on the repeat. Hello to you. If you're watching on the repeat, you're thinking, it's not Halloween still, is it? Just to let you know that it's the mid-show birthday. Tomorrow/today, depends on when you're watching. Thursday, mid-show birthday. We have got some ridiculously good items. We've got some items that we've been waiting to get in the building for over a year. All coming up tomorrow. Anyway, I've got to move on. Don't forget, turquoise not long off. You don't know how I do it. How I do what? Just drop everything. I've worked on it for a while, I'll be honest. Maybe today I could blame it on the spirits. If you hadn't all just seen me whack it off the desk. Okay, next up. The kyanite strand. How much was this one? Is this the one that really shocked me before? It is the one. I never really get to show. No, I don't. I never really get to show you drops of kyanite. Hardly ever. But I'm bringing it to you today with that impeccable sheen, which I just think is so beautiful, don't you? I love kyanite. I think it's a really beautiful gemstone, especially when you're getting this kind of range of blue. And it's a really intense blue, actually, very intense. If I just stop that there for a second, just because I'll get this piece of rough, just so I can show you kind of the colours that we normally expect. So when you get kyanite, you can get it sort of encapsulated in 2 very different things. Schist is one of them, or quartz. This is your quartz one. But the kind of colours that you are normally expecting are this kind of colour. You see the sort of silvery kind of hue. This is literally how it forms. This kind of silvery hue. Look how intense this blue is in comparison. And that is because we've literally cut the premium point of this. And that also means that you get this divine, almost pearlescence underneath the surface. $39.95 is currently on your screen for 48 carats. but I'm not staying there. I'm about to bring to you a half price deal. Please, I encourage you to grab this whilst you can. You know all about kyanite and how it's nigh on impossible to cut, and about how it's getting scarcer and scarcer, in particular from Nepal. You know, we're talking about some of the highest mining locations in the world. 1995 is your deal. Just look at how many you're getting. I'll pop it on my hand so you can see pretty much all of them. You're getting oodles on here. You're getting so many of them. Just that in a necklace design. I would swap out these gizmo coil spacers and put sterling silver bar spacers in between these. That would probably be one of the most luxurious necklaces I've ever made, because it's kyanite from Nepal, you know, really difficult mining region, very, very high up, altitude, insane. But also, you know, I'm bringing it to you, one of the rarest and most expensive gemstones, in one of the most beautiful forms. You know, I don't think it's too showy and too OTT or too avant-garde. You've got that beautiful simplicity here, which lets that sheen really sing. It's unclouded, which is quite unusual for a kyanite. Sometimes they can have those kind of grey areas or whatever, can't they? You are getting a sensational deal. 41p per carat approximately, I'm being told. That's something very special indeed. I think that's well worth you grabbing your hands on when you can say, I might have to get this strand as well, actually. I did quite a few things to my mind basket today. By the way, speaking of baskets, if you have got it in your basket, remember, every time you check out, you don't have to pay $3.95, okay? You do not have to pay $3.95. You've paid it already today, so it's one-off payment all the way through till midnight. So if you've just tuned in now and you're thinking, I really want this, or no, I really want to get it, add it to your order, because if you go back on JewelleryMaker.com and add like 50 things from, you know, the late show, and another 50 from the mid, and 10 from the morning, or whatever it might be, it's still only $3.95. And speaking of P&P, didn't half dob me in for that, did you, Kerry? Producer Tom came in before, and I'd mentioned that tomorrow's free P&P, and he was like, oh yeah, then you've got this, that, and the other, and you've got free P&P, so that's exciting. And he went, viewers don't know that though, yeah? And Kerry went, yes they do! Becky's just said it! Why I order? Duffed me right in it. Anyway, free P&P tomorrow. Shh, I definitely wasn't meant to tell you. Oh well. Oh well. Okie dokie. Sky blue opal now. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Gosh, that's a gorgeous colour. Very ethereal. Go great with that Tiffany opal I did earlier on. By the way, if I mention anything I did earlier on, you're thinking, oh my goodness, that sounds cool. What's that? Just have a little nosy on JewelleryMaker.com, and you'll see a picture of it and everything else if you look back on today's show products. 45 carats worth you've got here. Isn't that so serene? Quite calming, isn't it? Under £10 for opal, not just any opal, natural opal, not just any natural opal, Peruvian natural opal, and not just any Peruvian natural opal colour, faceted opal. I mean, come on, we do not see faceted opal. It's hard to facet. £6.95 today. You've already coming in for this, I'm being told, through me earpiece. It's lovely to have you on board with us this evening. I hope your trick-or-treaters have calmed down now. And if you have been out trick-or-treating, I hope your little monsters haven't downed half a barrel of sweets and are now skittering around the room, hyper on sugar. I hope that's not happened to you this evening. But yeah, do make the most of these incredible treats on this mischievous night, especially when I'm doing faceted opal. Any quality of faceted opal, really, you know, even if this was really grey and sludgy, I would still be saying it's a great deal for that price point, because I think it is. To get that natural to get that natural colour, but also to get that faceting is fantastic. And also, I will say, I think a beautiful pairing there. Which one would you pair it with? Top one? That one? Maybe that one? Yeah, I might pair it with that one. Actually, I'm not afraid of it with that one as well. I love that one. What a unique colour. Kind of works with them all tonally, I think. And they're all quite different on that strand, which I really like. Anyway, £6.95, only looking at about, 17 minutes, 81 seconds-ish. Yeah, 81 seconds-ish on that strand. Not long, not long. We're moving it on to peridot. What an unusual shape. How can we describe the shape? It's lovely. Rectangles. I mean, it's not the most tricky of shapes now that you say rectangles, but do you see what I mean? It looks very unusual, and that's because you've obviously got a rectangular body shape, but the facet work on this is so different. You've almost got this diamond shaped table that lays down to a triangular crown to the girdle, and then same on the flip side. You have got here flip side, I don't know. Flip side, it's after Ryan making that joke about a ghost girlfriend being his boo. I've tried to be down with the kids and it's sort of not working. Not working. You have got here that beautiful gemstone of peridot, which is in this instance absolutely glowing with those sort of shine by colours. Can you see how the light, as it does interact on the skin, has got this lovely back palette of green to it? It's really intriguing, isn't it? It just adds a little bit of something different. £14.95. I like it, but if you notice, we've done loads of under tenors today. I did have basically an hour and 20 minutes of it earlier on. Again, look on JewelleryMaker.com. £14.95, I'm not stopping there. Whoa, no. I'm going to bring to you an under £10 deal on this one today. There's a big amount of gemstone here. It's going to give you a really interesting finish and a lovely feel too. Feels nice against the skin. £9.95 is your closing deal from us here today. If you've just tuned in, hello, happy Halloween! It's great to be with you. My name is Little Redican Riding Hood, and we have been giving you deals left, right and centre throughout the whole day actually, and you will be joining the repeat again just a little while to get you ready for the mid-show birthday. But yeah, £9.95 is your deal on this strand, and if I just twist them together, just gives you an idea of sort of how 3D you can make these look. They kind of almost, but don't, sort of tessellate in between each other. Quite like the idea of almost Kumihimo-ing them in that way. Or be a bit lazy and just dob a bit of wire there and twist it like that. Be quite nice, wouldn't it? I'm not afraid of them with the skeletons either, actually. What are you afraid of, Kerry? I've already asked Ryan. What are you afraid of? I don't like alligators or crocodiles. Right. That's a very understandable fear. You know what I mean? I'm saying that's a really understandable fear. Like, my fear is polystyrene, which some people think is ridiculous. People used to put the polystyrene heads on the set for me. Yeah, they did. And I used to scowl at them. They don't do it anymore. Ever since I started crying. No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, alligators and crocodiles, that makes sense. Because although you're not going to... If you come near me with that head, Ryan, I'm going to turn all the lights off. Okay, let me bring to you... Simply Turquoise coming up. Yeah, because crocodiles, like... Mine is what's it called? Not unrealistic, like an unessential fear. What's it called? Do you know what I mean? The word for it, I've forgotten entirely. Rational, yeah, mine's irrational. Yours is rational. Because a crocodile could do you some damage. What's that head going to do to me? I don't know, the polystyrene head. It's properly staring at me. Look at it, look at that. You stay there, chicken eels. I just hate it. Hate it, everything about it. The noise, the way they all sit together in a clump like a little army, the way that if someone has like a beanbag, it always has a hole in it, and there's always one just outside the beanbag. Always, always. It doesn't matter if it's a brand new beanbag, you want to bet your bottom dollar there's a hole in it, and just one little bit of polystyrene will just come out and sit there on the floor like that, and you'll turn away and then you'll turn back and the windows are closed, the doors are closed, but that little polystyrene ball's like a metre closer to you. How did that even happen? What do I do when that happens? Oh, I would never have polystyrene in my house. If it was someone else's house, if I order something, I just get someone else to open it. You trust me, when you have a phobia of polystyrene, you get to know what is and what isn't going to have polystyrene in it. Like, if I buy a new toaster, which I need, I know that's going to have polystyrene in it. if someone for Secret Santa got me a box load of polystyrene, they'd be deleted on social media instantly. Anyway, I am listening. Gold-plated skulls. I hope I don't get you as my Secret Santa, Kerry. No, you wouldn't do that to me, actually, would you? That was a bit too slow on the answer. Bit too slow. I can hear that polystyrene head behind your back, sweet cheeks. I can hear it. That just rubbed a little bit on your jeans. Oh, you've dropped it now. That's giving me the sweat stomp. I don't like it. Don't like it. Catch yourself on, chicken nugget. Stop it. Stop bothering there. No. Why are you doing it? Makes your teeth feel like they're going to fall out. I can see it. It's there, look. Creepy little thing. That's creepy at the best of times, isn't it? Isn't it? With his eyes shut. That's creepy at the best of times. Ugh. Oh, stop zooming in, that's horrible. I'm bringing to you now something that's not horrible. These are beautiful skulls of sterling silver and gold. I'm going to bring you a straight-in price on these ones. You've got the lovely owls, and then you've got the, obviously, the drill hole going through that way. So whatever you slid through this, whether it be a cord or whatever, because it's quite large, or even a bit of fine kumihimo, then it's going to actually shine through the eyes, isn't it? So that would work really, really well. £12.95 for all three of them is fantastical. And I think what you've got here is a beautiful finesse and feeling with the sort of the way that we've made this so 3D, so we could have just done a flat design, a bit like we did with the earrings, but with these ones, to keep them charms, we've given them a really 3D effect, so the light sort of plays quite nicely, doesn't it? It's got that sort of sheen and that spike. £12.95, making them each approximately £4.31-ish each. Yeah, about. So that's a really good deal that you've got here when you're thinking of the luxury you're getting with them. I quite like the idea of using them on a stretchy bracelet as well, again, to just hide that knot, because often it's good to be able to do that, isn't it? About 10 minutes-ish until my Sleeping Beauty. Golds! Eye pins. These are fantastic. Apparently, we've not done these by themselves before. So these are solid sterling silver eye pins with the gold over the top. So we used to always do your eye pins. You couldn't move for them. But that is because we used to always do them for you in copper. And then we kind of worked out, we were giving you such brilliant, wire deals. You can just make your own out of copper. Easy enough. We then kind of dropped into our memories then, and we stopped doing them pretty much all the way through. But what I've got here now is your sterling silver and your gold ones, which, unless you are an exceptional silversmith with all of the oomph and bump and machinery, you couldn't really recreate these, especially with that plating over the top. So you've got 95 sterling silver at the heart of them. You can you use them a little bit like a head pin, so they'll if I just grab for you, just to show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So, for example, you can grab some of your spacers. Come on. Grab some of your spacers, pop them on. It's around about a 0.6 mil, the actual wire. So pop your spacer on, there you go. So you can add a whole load of them on there, maybe a gemstone. You can use that link there, open it up and close it again to add another one of these on, so you can make sort of a chain with them, or a rosary link if you will. You could make a few of these really easily just by doing a loop once you've cut a little bit off. So it's really easy to work with, very hard for you to create. Launch price by itself for you tonight, and here it is. There you go. Your price point is £2.95, and that is for 5 of these. I would say you can multi-buy on these at that opportunity, can't you? If you wanted to do a rosary link that's gold plated with sterling silver, then this is the way to do it, linking these one into another. And they're dead easy to do. They're really easy. You just open them as you would you know, a jump ring really, holding them at the side, obviously not with pliers, not with tweezers, with actual pliers. Hold them there, open them forward, add another one on, you're ready and raring to go. But you could create lovely earrings with these, actually creating it all in one piece if you wanted, you know, tilt that forward and make that into a shepherd hook shape, and then maybe add a little bit of chain to this section here. And there's a lot you can do with these. I did these spaces for you earlier on, by the way. If you do want them, they are available. But yeah, I think with this, you know, you're dealing with quality. So say for example, I wanted to, and I'll just to sort of assess, the drill on these massive, the drill on that turquoise. So you could easily pop one of these through the turquoise, whichever one you wanted, pop them through the turquoise, and then you've got a solid sterling silver and gold piece if you used it with the spacers. Luxury. Well done. Okay, I've got to move on. Ooh, there's not much in front of me, I'll be totally honest with you, my love. Where are you? There you are. Watermelon slices I've got for you now. Pardon? Slices of watermelon. No, it's because they're actually the slice of the gemstone. You've never seen watermelon? You've never seen a slice of a gemstone. So what we've got here is something that quite often will be used in a doublet or a triplet. And what I mean by that is we will put a quartz or a glass over the top of it. What we've actually done here for you though is kept it as a slice of solid genuine gemstone so that you can get the absolute premium effect. Watermelon tourmaline is a very specific colour needed, or two colours should I say, to be given that name, and it is a costly gemstone. That is, you know, I'll be honest, probably, never say never, but I would never imagine us to be able to bring you a full strand of watermelon tourmaline. If we did, we'd probably have like, you know, 30 strands available, and it might cost you, you know, 300 and something pound. In fact, that's way too low. For a strand's worth, probably more like £500–600. But yeah, what you're getting here is one of the most luxurious and rarely seen colour pairings of tourmaline, where that wonderful, luxurious, almost hot pink meets that wonderful lavish green. Today we're going to give you a deal and a half, straight down in price point. It's very limited, and it's coming in for you right here, right now. Final few at £79.95. If you're going to be prong setting these in your sterling silver and you're going to be making a ring, you're going to make your money back and more on one purchase, on one sale should I say, or one you know, sale or commission, because what you've got here is very high end. If you look at watermelon tourmaline on your online, you know, you are looking at things that are hundreds of pounds worth per half carat, let alone 5.40 carats, which is absolutely mammoth. So you do have to make sure you're grabbing these whilst you can, especially as not only are they rarely seen, but there is something special. Even if you're just a collector of gemstones, you don't necessarily do them for your jewellery making. So you've got all of that opportunity here, really, haven't you? I think it's just so pretty. Such a lovely mix and very scarcely seen. Well done. Okay, it's time. So we are starting to gear up for tomorrow, which is Thursday's mid-show 5th birthday. It's the biggest birthday we've done so far, ever actually, for the mid-show. It's going to be a big one. But before we gear up for that, let's say adios to Halloween with our final spooktacular. It is so beautiful. It's got this incredible tactility, and it is from one of the prime locations for your gemstone. There are around probably about 5, if we count in New Mexico, there's about 5 locations sort of in the USA where you can get beautiful high-end turquoise, 5 mining regions. And Sleeping Beauty turquoise is named after the mine in which it is from, because the sort of scenery around the area looks very much like Sleeping Beauty, as she's been, you know, taken into a trance, waiting for true love to kiss. Now, this mine itself closed down quite some time ago, opened for a short time and then closed down again. And because of that, all of the Sleeping Beauty turquoise that we're getting at the moment is either something we've looked after and saved, or it's things that we are getting from safety deposit boxes, basically. Mine owners saving these and cherishing these. What I'm offering to you today is sublime quality with the true Sleeping Beauty name. So let me just let you know that if you get your authenticity with this, which only costs you 25p still, I think, at the moment, but also you can get it online or by calling the call centre. If you get that authenticity, it will say Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and that name makes a big difference, big difference. Just Arizonan and Arizonian turquoise, you know, you can get for at trade, or wholesale price should I say, for sort of $20, $30 a carat. Sleeping Beauty turquoise, when it comes in one singular colour at the moment, you're looking closer to $10,000, $12,000 per carat. If it's a singular colour, more like $10,000, $12,000 for not a carat piece, sorry, more like a 3 carat piece. What I'm offering to you here is the name and the luxury of the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, but these pieces are dramatic. This to me is not a strand. This to me is 4 pendants. This for me is 4 dynamic, dramatic gifts. This for me is 4 Christmas presents with absolutely nothing else. I mean, yes, okay, pop a bit of chain on them or pop a bit of wire through, maybe a bail on top, but nothing else. This is the person's main gift. And I think that's understandable, isn't it? When you think about the rarity of this. This gemstone isn't something that we are going in and out of the mine to get anymore. This is something which is done, it's dusted, it's something that's happened and gone. You have got here that quality and that beauty of the turquoise, and it is totally and absolutely, realistically natural. Now, you may well notice there in the treatments, ST, stabilised. So essentially your colour's not going to leak out easily, which is fantastic. Because if you get completely and absolutely natural turquoise, over time it will change in colour and lighten in colour. You know, a bit like amber changes in colour, or amethyst will change in colour if you don't, you know, if you keep it in your window, that will lighten in colour as well. But this has got that lasting colour. And not only is it lasting 4 presents or 4 pendants or 4 birthday gifts or 4 Christmas gifts, this is the luxury of having that statement canvas of beauty where you do get to see the slight matrix. I love that every single one of this strand is different. You know, I've got on here colours that I would not normally expect to see. It's incredible. It's not quite robin egg. The one next to it's definitely a robin egg colour, but it's definitely got to feel like that. And then this one that has that beauty and brightness and, you know, expensive quality of colour. And then the one beside this you've got with more of those, that matrix, but not the sort of black matrix, more of those sort of delicate golden hues, and even pure on the back. And then you've got this one here, which has got almost an animal print. You can actually see the copperized qualities. Remember when we get turquoises and Sleeping Beauty turquoises, we are getting something from a copper mine, aren't we? Which is known for its copper qualities. You've got here 48 carats worth of your Sleeping Beauty turquoise. You are getting beauty and quality for £49.95 when you consider what you're getting here. Can we work out the individual carat weights of these, please? It's got to be, there's 4, so it's got to be what, 12? 12-ish, is it? 12. Oh my goodness, right, hang on. I did some mathing. 12 carats, sorry, I'm talking like this because I'm typing. 12 carat sleeping. Yeah, don't you talk like this when you type? Sleeping Beauty UTY turquoise. I just want to see. I mean, I doubt anything even comes up, but I'm looking for it anyway. 12 carat Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Ooh, that's ugly. No, there's a horrible bit of rough. What comes up? 12 carat Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Zero jewellery. No jewellery whatsoever. No jewellery, and bet your bottom dollar that ain't natural. No, it's not. Reconstituted. There is no jewellery comes up. Right, let's go. Oh, what's more likely? Let's do... What? That's not my price. Let's do 5 carat. If I can find anything for 5 carat and a piece of jewellery, I'm not stopping there. 5 carat, first one. 5 carat Sleeping Beauty. 5 carats worth, so that's nowhere even near the price. Near the carat weight of one is £59.95. 362. Woo! £708. This is for the final few. £29.95. That is about 62p per carat. For Sleeping Beauty turquoise, that price point is insanely good. So grab those phones and get them whilst you can and make the most of that final £3.95 postage and packaging for the live show. But if you're watching on the repeat, ooh, the future. It's so exciting. So if you're watching on Thursday, something major is going on today. If you're watching on the repeat, the mid-show birthday. 5 years old we are turning, and we are bringing you some incredible treats and deals. I've got a full hour of bundles. You know what bundles means, amazing prices. Sterling silver hour, more kits than you can imagine, a launch of a DVD that is a new kind of technique that we've not seen, the gorgeous Alison Terry, and free postage and packaging. Yep, Thursday, free P&P. So stay tuned, have a great evening, and I'll see you live tomorrow. Bye-bye, my love.
Need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So